chilly outside today. What's good, everybody? It's just your neighborhood angler, Money Bass, out here about to do this thing we call Bass for Cash. All right, as you guys come into the live stream, please drop a like. Please go ahead and hit the like button for me so we can get things rolling. All right, and another thing, guys, shout out to SWAT Lawn Operations, already in the chat and getting active. What does he say? He says SWAT Lawn Operations is here and ready to go. That's right, good deal. Shout out to Steve Wimpy. Like I said, make sure you, like I always say, make sure you guys support those that support us. I want to give a big shout out to Steve Wimpy. If you guys are looking for any residential or commercial lawn needs, make sure you reach out to Steve Wimpy with SWAT Lawn Operations, guys. All right, so I see you guys coming into the live stream. All right, I see you guys already getting active in here. Who do we have? What's going on, Chauncey? Happy holidays to everybody. We have Clint Perry tuning in, fishing for dollars. Says he is like number 3. Really appreciate that. Fishing for dollars, checking in. Nobody really says hate the stream. Remember to subscribe so you can always come back and complain. That's right. File your complaints. We're accepting all complaints right now. Shout out to nobody really. Brian the Fisherman Baker says, I wish I knew you was going out today. Would have came out. Yes, a little chilly out here, but I made it. We have James Larry, new member of the Money Team. He's in here ready to make some things happen. Oh my goodness, and look who we have. We have Alexandra Corbett in the chat. Crockett says, good afternoon. What's going on, everybody? All right, so today I want to get out here again. Let me show you guys what I got today. Let me show you what I got. I was playing around with some of my toys. I made a spoon. I put a little feathered hook on there just because it looks good and it's fun to kind of play around with things every once in a while. So we're going to be out here seeing if we can find some more of these fish out here in 30 to 50 feet of water. Popping them in the mouthpiece, yanking them up from the bottom. Doing it like we did last time. So we're going to have some fun with it, guys. And today I'm going to, I want to go over by the dam area today and try to see if I can get some of these fish to come up out of the timber. So we're going to try some new things today. All right, so if anybody is not aware of how we do this thing called Bass for Cash, the quick and simple of it is that I come out here, I catch a fish or two. Once I get that fish to the boat, I'll show it to you on the measuring board, let you guys take a look at the length, the width, the girth of that fish. Then all you have to do is guess the exact weight of the fish. And from there, you can win some of that cash that is in that pot for that Bass for Cash. And right now, that pot has a smooth and easy $100 in it. But we pay that out in increments. So you guys will be receiving $20 for each fish that you guess the weight of. But if you are a member of the Money Team, remember, membership does have its privileges. You will get 2 guesses per fish. You get 2 guesses per fish. And if you guess the weight of it, your payout is a little bit larger. The members of the Money Team, they're playing for a nice and easy $40 bill per fish, all right? So we're going to have some fun with it, guys. And I'm out here just trying some new things today, once again. So we're going to see how that works out. Shout out to Hippie Dave. He says, let me see. Have you tried a War Eagle spoon? They're awesome. Great spinner bait, too. Okay. I could have some. I don't really keep track of all the different name brands on stuff, guys. Oh, so this one I think it's right on here. It's a Cordell or something like that. A cotton Cordell. So we're just gonna be out here easing around, seeing what we can see. Then we'll take off and run around to a few other places. All right, Alexandra says, we have to hold everyone accountable for their actions. What are you guys talking about in the chat? We're talking about accountability. All right, I see some fish down here on the bottom, guys. Let's go ahead and drop down here. See if they want to come out and play. Like, hey, it's your partner Money Bass. Would you like to come out and play with me? Just hang out for a little bit. All I want to do is pop you in the mouthpiece, bring you to the boat, and let a few people see you. That's it. Nothing egregious going on here. Nothing nefarious, no bad intentions. Just go ahead and bite that hook. Go ahead and bite it, fishy. All right, what else are you guys talking about in here? Hippie Dave said those are made in my local area. All right, yeah, got to support the local shops. We have Steven checking in, says, what's up, money? What's going on? Good to see you back in the chat. Crockett says, her disqualifying people for not following her rules. Wait a minute. Let me see. Oh, okay, yes, for not following the rules. Yeah, that is right. That's right. What should they expect? You know, the rules of engagement are in the description, and she also takes the time to put all of those rules in the chat for you guys too. And I mean, I keep repeating them throughout the live stream. Steven says, have you caught any today? I have just started, Steven. I have been on for a total of 6 minutes so far. So we're just getting out here. Like I was saying, we're just going to ease around, look around a little bit. I want to see if I can catch some fish on a few different baits. So I got a spoon set up. Let's see, who is this? Who is this? So yeah, so I have a spoon set up. Want to see if I can get a fish or two to the boat on a spoon. And then we may try a few other things too. So we're just easing around. We're easing around, taking a look. Crockett said, yes, sir. She's keeping them honest. Oh, yeah. Whether they want to be or not. It is non-negotiable. All right, so the question of the day. What did you guys get for Christmas? What did you guys get for Christmas? And make sure you guys continue to pay attention to the chat. She's putting some vital information in there for you. You don't want to mess it up. You don't want to mess it up. Because justice is swift. She's swift with the justice over here. So what did you guys get for Christmas? Anybody get any nice new toys or anything like that? All right, we're looking. Not really seeing too much action just yet, guys. But it's kind of a nice day out here today. I mean, it's a little chilly. Shout out to Voids. He said, how is it all frozen? How isn't it all frozen over? So I'm down here in Georgia. I think the outside temps today are probably in like the low 40s. It doesn't feel like it's in the 30s just yet. Not today. All right, Peril Rider says, I bought myself another Hoss prop. All right, Fishing for Dollar says he got a Bubba scale. Hippie Day said, what did you get, money? I got a pair of socks. Generally, I get a few pair of socks. This time I got one, but I did get a Bass Pro gift card. So, you know, I have to go and see what I can buy with that. Steve Wimpy says, the CFO got me rods, reels, lures, hooks, and some stank. Oh, my goodness. You got a little bit of everything. Good deal. Drew says, bro, rerunning the air conditioning on high today over here. Goodness. Where are you at with air conditioning? Fishing for Dollar says, oh, and got my titles for my Camus on Tuesday. Uh-oh. All right, Fishing for Dollars out there making it happen, ready to get that Camus on the water. Not really seeing anything happening right there. So let's keep on moving. Hippie Day said, I read that wrong. Drew says, I'm 20 minutes south of New Orleans. with AC. What is the temp out there for you to run some AC? All right, let's change some settings on here. We'll have our downrange on 50. But it looks like I may need to go about 65 now. Let's go down about 65 feet deep. These fish are out here deep in these ditches, guys. Alexander says, let's get the likes up. Cat Daddy says, why does it sound like RTD2 on the boat? Because I was R2D2ing. What's going on, Ellis? Got Ellis tuning back in saying, oh yeah, I want to get some of that bass for cash. Try to recoup some of these funds that I spent for Christmas on these Christmas funds out here. Let's keep on moving, guys. So the Gamble says, how much can you get for the smallest bass? Well, if it's on Bass for Cash, if you guess the smallest bass, as long as you guess the weight of it, you'll get a nice little payout. I think it'll be about $20. $20 per fish is what we're paying out now, guys. The total pot is sitting at $100. There are $100 in that pot, and it's been sitting there for a while because nobody's been wanting that money. You know what Steve Wimpy always tells you guys? They don't want this money. They don't want this free money. Shout out to Brad from Australia. Evening, mate. Am I saying that right? Evening, mate. Or morning or afternoon. We have Lucius. Lucius checking in and says, hey, buddy, where you at? I'm out here on Lakeland, North Georgia. We're looking for some spotted bass right now. We're going to see if we can find a fish or two. They may not want one, but I'm feeding them this spoon. I want to catch them with what I want to catch them with today. So we're going to see how that works out. A lot of times it doesn't work out well at all. You kind of have to go for what the fish want. But, you know, sometimes it's fun to come out and just use equipment and gear that's, you know, fun for you to fish with. So that's the game plan. I'm going to get out here and see if I can get these fish to cooperate. Wyatt says, what baits are you using? So today I'm using a spoon. Let me see. So the Gamble says, oh, so you have to guess the weight of it. That is correct. So this Bass for Cash is where you guys, the viewers, get a chance to walk away with some cash. I'm out here fishing. Once I catch the fish, I'll show you the fish. I'll put it on a measuring board for you. I'll hold it up, let you see the length, the width, the girth of that fish. It does not cost a thing to participate in Bass for Cash, guys. All you have to do is be a subscriber, because we will go into subscriber only mode. Once I get a fish to the boat, Alexandra will open up the scales. Once she opens up the scales, you will have 2 minutes to put your guess in the chat. Only the guesses entered in between scales opened and scales closed will count. Now, the other thing I always mention is that membership does have its privileges. So the people that you see in the chat that have the badges next to their name, those are the members of the channel. you will hear me refer to them as the members of the money team, all right? Now, the members of the money team, you get 2 guesses per fish. If anybody else puts 2 guesses in the chat other than the money team members, your guesses will be disqualified with the quickness, because Alexandra, she keeps the eye out. She's watching. She's watching to see if anybody puts in more than 1 guess in that chat. And if you do, you will be disqualified for that round, all right? And remember, you only put your guess in there 1 time. Do not put the same guess in there multiple times, and definitely do not put more than 1 guess in the chat, because you will be disqualified, all right? So we've had a few people getting disqualified in the past few days. Let me see. So the Gamble says, do you go by pounds or ounces? We go by pounds, so it's up to 2 decimal places of what your guesses need to be, all right? So it'll be up to 2 decimal places. Drew says, we got girthification, bendation, and disqualification. That is correct. You can get it all right here in the same place. All for the low, low price of free. It is free to participate. You can witness the bendation, the girthification, and also have the unfortunate experience of participating in some disqualification, which I don't think anybody really wants that. Alrighty, alrighty. I'm not really seeing too much action going on over here. Pale Rider says CP has a itchy trigger finger for putting you in timeout also. Oh my goodness. Clint Perry was like, oh my goodness, hold on, wait a minute. Did I kick somebody off of YouTube accidentally? Was that me? Was that little old me? Oh my goodness. Clint Perry was like, what does this here button do? What does this here button right here do? If I click on it, what happens to you? Oops, did you disappear? So the Gamble says, so the Gambles is in here to do to win some of this cash for that bass. So the Gambles wants to know all the rules. Says, if someone already guessed your number, do you have to pick another weight? I would say that is very yeah, if you see somebody else, because what happens is if there is a tie, if 2 people guess the same weight, whoever put that weight in there first is the one who will win, all right? So these are some very good questions that you're asking here. Let's see, what else do we have going on in the chat? Don says, do you ever caught a Magikarp? I do not know what that is. So I would say, nope, I have not caught one of those. Remember, guys, make sure you have already hit the subscribe button. To participate in Bass for Cash, it does not cost anything. All right, it does not cost anything to participate in Bass for Cash. All you have to do is be a subscriber. Now, what happens is once these scales are open, if you wait until that point to subscribe, there is a 2-minute delay. YouTube will give you a 2-minute delay, and you may actually miss the whole process. So you don't want to do that. You want to already be subscribed, all right? Let's see. Let's try something a little different real quick. So you want to already be subscribed. All right, so the likes, we have over 100 people in here, but we're only sitting on 31 likes. The likes are very, very ugly. It's not looking good. If you have already hit the like button, put the word like in the chat for me. I need to see who's participating. I need to see who I need to show some favoritism to. Who has already hit the like button? All you have to do to participate is hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Now, to like, all you have to do is double tap the screen. It is free to like the live stream, guys. All right, I see it coming in. Appreciate that, Crockett, Hippie Dave. Daniel says I hit the like. Soda Gambles is like, oh yeah, I'm in here and already subbed. Okay, shout out to Soda Gambles. Soda Gambles is ready. I'm gonna have to go ahead and get a fish to the boat because I want to see if Soda Gambles can win some of this money because nobody else has been wanting to win any of this money. Can you believe it? Nobody's been wanting any of this cash for these bass. Now, I've been out here doing my job for the past few days. But you guys are like, nah, we don't think we want any of that cash. We're good. We got enough stuff for Christmas. We don't need any extra money, right? Shout out to Brad. Hit that like button for me. Really appreciate that. All right, somebody asked me what I'm using right now. I'm going to throw this little minnow bait and just let it run across the bottom. Maybe I'll get hung up, maybe I won't, but we'll see. We shall see. Yeah, where I just threw it at, I'll definitely get hung if I reel it through there. All right, I see a nice little fish under the boat. Let's go ahead and get this spoon back up. Actually, you know, I had one on the drop shot the other day, and I didn't get it to the boat, so I still need to get some revenge, some drop shot revenge too, right? We have Danny Jacobson checking in. All right, he says he just subbed. Really appreciate that, sir. All right, yeah, guys, we're getting close to 200 people coming into the chat. Now, Alexander, if you could, go ahead and drop the info into the live stream for these fine people so they know what this Bass for Cash thing is, because there's a lot more people that are tuning in. Shout out to Pale Rider. Oh, my God. Do you guys see what just happened? Do you see it? Pale Rider just gifted 5 memberships to the channel, guys. Big shout out for Pale Rider. If everybody could, put Pale Rider in the chat. You always have to give credit where credit is due. He is the current sponsor of today's live stream with those 5 memberships. Now, let's take a look. Shout out to Jeremy L007. We got Aiden. We got Hooked Up Fishing. Brandon Davis and All Things Nicole have all just become members of the channel, courtesy of Pale Rider. So if everybody could, please put Pale Rider in the chat. Pale Rider is the current sponsor of today's live stream. Now, let me tell you what that means, guys. To participate in Bass for Cash, it does not cost anything. It is free. All you have to do is hit the subscribe button, double tap the screen to make sure you get us a like. Now, I can tell you right now, guys, when we get a fish to the boat, we are not going to weigh that fish right away because we're only sitting on 45 likes and we have over 100 people in the chat. So it is not going to happen. It's just not going to happen. We need a few more likes in here. Now, what I was saying as far as the membership goes, those gifted memberships have now gave those people the opportunity to put 2 guesses per fish in the live for each fish, guys. So membership does have its privileges. And shout out to Pale Rider. He just gifted 5 MoneyTeam memberships to the channel, guys. Herbert tuned in. He says, hey, guys, you need to double tap that screen. Yeah, they definitely need to double tap the screen. We're sitting at 150 plus people, and we only have, what is that, about 50 likes? That's kind of ugly. But I think I know why they didn't hit that like button yet, because they don't know about the bendation. And they definitely don't know about this thing we call Bass for Cash, because the bendation is real, just like Bass for Cash. So we're going to see if we can make that happen pretty quick today, guys, because we have some new people in here, and they're like, hey, man, what is this thing he keeps calling Bass for Cash? SWAT brought to us by SWAT Lawn Operations. All right, let's see. We may have to move around a little bit today, guys. I'm not really seeing any bait fish. We have Jay Kulak says, hey, I'm back. Cece says, you know, sharing is caring. And Drew says, I'm driving, but I'll be lurking. I'm going to be here to win some of that cash. All right, let's see. Pale Rider says, Clint Perry, I was hoping for Hippie Dave. Oh, yeah, trying to get Hippie Dave one of those memberships. I think Hippie Dave has been trying to get a free membership for a while. Who else do we have in here? Who else do we have tuning into the chat? Shout out to Danny. Really appreciate you for tuning in. We got Michael Dean. Michael Dean is a new member of the channel also. All right, guys, we got to go ahead and... So we've been running for what? About 20 minutes or so. So we're just getting started. For anybody that is just tuning in, we're just getting started today. Let's go ahead and move around just a little bit. Then we're gonna take off. Fish for Dollar says watching on the phone and 2 iPads here in the truck. Can't find it. I tried. What were you trying to find? What are you trying to find, Fishing for Dollars? We might be able to help you out. What are you looking for? Alexandria is on top of it. She says today's current live stream sponsor is Pale Rider. The memberships went to Jeremy, 007, Aiden, Hooked Up Fishing, Brandon Davis, and All Things Key Nicole. All right, good deal, good deal. All right, so yeah, we're gonna be out here for a few hours today. Just gonna see if we can have a little fun tracking down some of these spotted bass to do this thing we call Bass for Cash, guys. Also, does anybody know about this thing called FishXLive? FishXLive.com. Has anybody heard of FishXLive.com? We got another person out here seeing if they can catch a fish or two. Has anybody heard of FishXLive.com? Shout out to Justin back in the chat. He says, what's up, Money Team? Did y'all have a good Christmas? Oh, yeah, it seemed like they were getting some good gifts out there. Your partner MoneyBass got 1 pair of socks. I got a pair of socks, guys, and a few gift cards. Fishing for Dollars says, I want my badge back. Uh-oh, Fishing for Dollars, what happened? What happened, Fishing for Dollars? You got to renew that membership before I get a fish to the boat. Michael Dean put FishXLive in the chat. Justin White says, what? No hand warmers? No, sir. No hand warmers. Yeah, it is a little chilly out here, but not as bad. Obviously, you've seen me out here when it's been a lot colder. So right now, I think it's in the 40s, in the low 40s maybe. So it's not all that bad. Hippie Dave says, oh, signed up. Let me see. It was able to enter a barometric. What is that? Oh, you want to be able to enter a barometric pressure? Oh, okay. So that's, wait a second, Hippie Dave. So you signed up for FishXLive? Because this is the thing about FishXLive, guys. You guys can get free, there's a free trial memberships going on right now. So you guys can get that set up for free. And you're on the ground floor of this. So like Hippie Dave, it looks like you're mentioning that you wanted to have a slot where you can put the barometric pressure. So you can add that in there. If that's what you're saying, just put yes or something like that in the chat, because what we can do is I can actually have that added on to one of the features. If you want that added in there, just let me know and I can add that. So this app can be customizable for you guys, because like I said, especially the members of the Money Team, the members of the channel, FishXLive.com. Once I get a fish to the boat, I'll show you guys about this thing, FishXLive.com. Oh, man, did your partner get hung up? Yep, I got hung up. Wait a minute. We got Justin just gifted a membership, and that membership went to, what is that? Abba? I'll just say Abba. Am I saying that right? Shout out to Justin White. Hit the channel with the membership. Wait a minute. Justin hit it with another one. Oh, my goodness. Justin is doing his thing. Escar just got a membership. Uh-oh. It looks like Justin did it again. We got Lady Wiser got a membership. Uh-oh, guys. Justin is on a rampage. Let's see. Shout out to Justin. How many memberships was that, guys? Did Justin just give 3 memberships? The Money Team is getting bigger and bigger on a weekly basis, guys. Uh-oh. Looks like your partner got hung up here. Can I get it loose? All right, let's see. Let's send this bait knocker down here. If everybody could, put JW in the chat. We got Justin White. Just brought in a few more people to the Money Team. Like I said, guys, we are definitely getting bigger on a weekly basis. The channel itself, we're pushing over 14,000 strong. So we're definitely moving and doing our thing. There we go. I see you guys shouting out Justin. I always like to give credit where credit is due, guys. The current sponsor of today's live stream is Justin White. I mean, not Justin White, Pale Rider with the 5 gifted memberships. And then we got an honorable mention going to Justin White. All right, looks like I kind of slid a little too far away from the bait. Let me go back and hop back on this trolling motor. It's tricky. All right, so for anybody just tuning in is like, what is going on here? I thought this was fishing. Yep, it's fishing. But your partner right now is kind of hung up on something on the bottom of the lake. And I'm trying to see if I can get my bait back without having to break it off. So that's what we're doing right now. So that's why you see me, I have this bait knocker in one hand and the reel in the other one. So we're gonna see if I can get this loose. All right, so Bass for Cash. Anybody that is just tuning in and not sure what that is, as I catch the fish and bring the fish to the boat, they just have to be 14 inches or better. And from there, I will hold the fish up. I'll show it to you guys and let you guess the weight of the fish. If you guess the exact weight of the fish, then you will win a cash payout. So we've had several people that have won in the chat. So they're back once again. They're like, oh yeah, that was kind of fun. I want some of that money again. So they came back. All right, guys. Let me see if I can get all this stuff done without getting tangled up down here. Did I get it loose? Let me see. Pure Rhythm says, have you ever saltwater fished? Yep, I used to do a lot of salt. Well, not a lot, but some friends of mine would get together. We'd get on a party boat. So there would be a bunch of people on a big boat. And we'd fish for like a sea bass, red snapper, stuff like that. Cody says, I hate those log fish. Well, this might be a rock fish right here that I got hung up on. We'll see. But hopefully I can get this bait loose. Steve Wimpy said, Justin White, what's up, bro? You are doing it big time. Wait a minute. Did I miss something? Did I miss something? Oh, my goodness. Justin White. He definitely is doing it big time. He says, hold up, swole up. I think I'm going to sponsor today's live stream and make the Money Team even bigger. Shout out to Justin White. He is the new sponsor of today's live stream, guys. So right now, FL Fishing, we have Lundsey, Shay Boogie, Brad Browning, and Shadow Frost are now all new members of the Money Team. Guys, I keep telling you, we're getting bigger on a weekly basis. So we're having a good time out here. But let me hurry up and get this loose so that we can get some fish to the boat. So we haven't been out here long, guys. We're just getting started for today. So if you're just tuning in, you made it just in time. So we haven't weighed any of the fish yet. And remember, it doesn't cost anything to participate and win any of this Bass for Cash. All you have to do is be a subscriber to the channel, hit that like button, and then we can get it cracking. We can get it cracking, guys. And right now, I can tell you guys, the holdup is that I have to, what is that right there? So I'm hung up on something, guys. And it's moving a little bit. Well, there goes that. All right, so now I just broke off, so I have to retie. All right, guys, just bear with me. Let's go ahead and get this retied on. Really appreciate everybody for tuning in. How are the likes looking? We're pushing close to 200 people, but we only have 67 likes. The likes definitely need to be over into the 100+ range, guys, before we start weighing fish, all right? And for anybody that is just tuning in, like I was saying, once I get the fish to the boat, I'll hold the fish up, put them on the measuring board, all that kind of stuff to give you an idea of how big the fish is. All you have to do is guess the exact weight of that fish. Once you do that, then you will win a nice and easy cash payout, guys. Just that quick and simple. Bass for Cash is real. A lot of people coming through just hearing about it for the first time, they're like, I don't know about this. It doesn't sound right. It doesn't sound like Bass for Cash is a real thing. But in the chat, is anybody currently in the chat that has won any of the payouts for Bass for Cash? I just want to see, who do we have in the chat? Is anybody in the chat won Bass for Cash? And if you have, put I won and put the amount of money that you won. All right, let's see. So now we just broke off my swim bait, so let's get another one tied on. Double OG says, I need one of those winders for my lure retriever. All right, let's see. Here we go. Go ahead and get one of these. It looks like I need to go and get some more swim baits. Herbert says, I did. It's for real, $30. Okay, so Herbert won. Who else won? Who else has won any of the payouts for Bass for Cash? Yep, almost out of these swim baits. Got to go get some more. Put that one back in place. All right, so here we go, guys. So what I just broke off was a little swim bait, so I just have to get another one set back up. Just want to rig that, come right down the middle like that. Make sure it stays lined up. And just slide it all the way up on that keeper like that. There we go. Nice and easy. Nice and easy. All right, so who has hit the like button, guys? I still need to see who has hit the like button because the likes are still moving a little slow. Remember, once we start weighing these fish, well, once we start getting the fish to the boat, the likes have to be up for us to go ahead and get the scales open, all right? So don't be surprised if the weigh-in is delayed. Because you know we have to always do one more cast first once we get those likes up. All right, so let's see. So I'm throwing this on 8-pound line, and I'm just gonna put a quick polymer knot on here. Let's redo that knot. Gotta make sure I get it right. All right, so who else has won? I saw Herbert put in there that he won $40. Who else has won any of the Bass for Cash payouts? Right now, the total pot that we have for you guys is $100 is the total payout. Now, that will be paid out in increments. So as we catch the fish, all you have to do is guess the weight of the fish. Justin White says he won $60. I forgot about that. And Justin White, shout out to the Money Team. He just brought some new Money Team members to the channel. Justin White always doing his thing. All right, the likes are getting there, guys. The likes are getting there. All right, so I was mentioning FishXLive earlier. Who in the chat has signed up for FishXLive? Put FishXLive in the chat. FishXLive.com. FishXLive.com is the title sponsor of this channel, guys. So I want to make sure you guys know about this thing we call FishXLive. Now, it is a customizable app. It has a lot of nice features. One of which you guys have seen me use out here is the, I thought I had a tap. So one of the features that you guys have seen me use is the online journal. So it allows you to journal and track all of your catches, your baits, your lures, different information as far as where you need to go to get those, to go back to the same places where you have been able to catch fish in the past. So it makes all of that stuff quick and easy for you. It's also a fully customizable tournament app. So if you want to have like a quick live tournament with your buddies, you know, put a little quick pot tournament together or something like that, it can definitely be used for something like that. So it has a lot of nice features. And right now, I have it set up to where you guys can go to FishXLive.com and set up your free membership. It's like a 7-day trial, guys. So whenever I get these deals for you guys, I want to make sure that you guys take advantage of them. Also, always check the links in the description. Any of these lures, gear, and stuff like that you guys see me using, anytime I'm able to find that stuff at discounts, I put that information in there. All you have to do is click on that link. It'll say discount products. Just click on that and do a search for whatever it is, whether it's a rod, a reel, fishing line, fishing baits, any of that kind of stuff. You want to make sure that you take advantage of those links that I put in the description. All right, guys? Boat says use the spoon to heat it up. Downrange said use the spoon. Elisa says, what pond is this? Oh, you guys really want to see that spoon in action, huh? Justin White says, put some stank on that lure. All right, let's move around, guys. Let's go and move around a little bit. All right, let me just show you guys. So we're just gonna roll over to just scout around a little bit. What we're looking for is bait fish. We're looking for, you know, something where the bass are holding at. But let me show you while we're moving. Everybody in the chat, this is what I need you to do. Go to FishXLive.com. All right, right now, it is set up for you guys to be able to get a free account, all right? All you have to do is click that download button. All you have to do is click that download button, and let me show you what it does. It'll take you straight to the app. All right, there you go. So that's my my profile page right here. You can see the profile page. You can see the tournaments. You know, you can see a little bit about the angler. So like I said, this is for you guys. You guys can go here and set up your own free accounts right now. All right, the other thing, any tournaments that you participate in, whenever you set up your tournaments with you or your friends, or whether it's an organization that does bigger tournaments, all of that information can be put in here. All right, so what we're using today is this journal of catches. So when we come in here, actually, let me delete this one. This was just something I put in there for fun. I was testing something out. Yes, delete it. So we're going to delete that catch. So now we're going to come in here. So the last time we were out here was December 23rd. So let's just do a search for December 23rd. And this is FishXLive, guys. Let me just show you. So December 23rd. December 23rd. Now this was a good day out here, bass for cash. You see the weights of these fish we were catching that day, and none of you guys guessed the weight of any of those fish. So look at that one right there. That fish was huge, and nobody guessed the weight of it. But let's scroll down here and take a look. Now, I caught that one on a spoon. That was a spoon that I used. Spoon in 40 feet of water, school of fish fighting over the lure on the bottom. So that's what we were doing that day. And so I'm able to log that in here, and then there's a map. Now, this map is in the beta mode right now. So they're getting this map to where it'll be dialed in real good for you, all right? So it'll go take you to the location where that fish was caught. So you have all the information that you need to go back and find that location right there in your phone. So whether you're fishing from the bank or you're fishing from a boat, whatever it is that you're fishing, this app right here would definitely help you out, guys. So the other thing for anybody that's interested in this part, let me just show you one other thing real quick. Then we'll get back to it. Tournaments. So you can go in here and find different tournaments. All right. So there's tournaments that you guys, so you can create your own tournament also. All you do is click on this right here to start a tournament, and now you guys can actually host your own tournament, whether it's just 2 people or whether there's 50 people. You guys can host your own tournaments from this app. It has a full leaderboard and everything, but just go straight to FishXLive.com and it'll show you exactly what I'm using whenever I'm out here, guys. All right, and you can also search for me. Just search for MoneyBass whenever you go to the app, and just put in whatever your search is, December fish or something like that. Just type in December, DEC, and it'll show the fish that we've been catching out here this month for Bass for Cash. All right, so in the chat, just so I get an idea, who has went to the FishXLive website? Just put FishXLive in the chat. We're just gonna keep it simple. I just need some feedback. I just want to see if anybody is finding this information, finding any value in this information. All right, so now we're gonna hop over here and fish towards kind of like a ditch right now. Shout out to the Maverick. The Maverick said, oh yeah, I checked it out. All right, let's see, guys. All right, Diesel Trucks checked out FishXLive.com. Good deal. Ricky says, wish I wasn't ice fishing and had soft water for my nitro. Oh, yeah, we're out here doing this nitro thing. Double OG says FishXLive. Diesel Trucks checked out FishXLive. Yeah, make sure you guys go and check it out. Right now, you can set up those accounts. And when you set up your account, make sure you use it. At least go in there and just go into your profile page and just log one catch in there. I mean, you can just log a catch while you're at home, test out all the functions of it. Just log one fish in there and then go to your journal. So that way you guys can at least get the experience. So that's what that's for. So I have that in motion for you guys. So you can get in there and, you know, some of the things that come along with FishXLive and how it can help you guys out on the water also. All right, so now it is time for us to get a fish to the boat. We've been out here fishing for around 30, 40 minutes, something like that. Really just getting started, guys. So we're gonna see. We just have to locate the area where these school of fish have moved to. And once we find some, you know, some fish, we just need some active fish is all we need. I'm pretty sure they're out here hanging around someplace. We just hadn't found them yet. All right, gonna let that drop all the way to the bottom and then reel it in slow. Shout out to Richard Green. Richard Green went and checked out FishXLive. Ashton said, man, you've been talking for 40 minutes. Where are the fish at? The fish are in the water, Ashton. Diesel says he downloaded the app. Good deal. Ricky Bobby says, would be great for tournaments. Yes, it is a very robust tournament app. That is the purpose of it, but there are features built in there specifically to help individual fishermen too. That journal of catches is something that I think will be very helpful to you guys. Ashton's like, hey, bud, we want to see we want to see what this thing is called Bass for Cash. You need to get a fish to the boat. All right, Ashton. All right, Ashton. I'm working on it. I'm working on it, Ashton. We have to find a few fish that want to cooperate. The burning season says, money. If the wife got you fishing lessons for Christmas, she needs to ask for a refund. Ah, the burning season, it burns. It burns. Not the refund on the fishing lessons. Oh, maybe that's what I should have got for Christmas, huh? Maybe somebody could have got me a fishing lesson or two for Christmas. Downrage Hunting says, use that spoon. Okay, we'll use that spoon in just a second. Herbert says, let's get the likes up to 100. All right, we're almost there. We're moving, guys. We're almost to 100 likes. Really appreciate the strong support of the channel. Yeah, we're going to be moving around just a little bit today, guys. It seems like the fish may have moved out of this cove. Either that or your partner MoneyBass just ain't finding them yet. So we'll see. All right, there we go. Let's see. Shout out to Clint Perry. Shout out to Clint Perry. He just hit the channel with another membership. And that membership went to Dark Magician. All right. The Dark Magician is now a member of the Money Team. Shout out to Clint Perry. Just celebrated his birthday last week. Hanging out with the crew over here at doing some Bass for Cash last week. The Unreal Agent says, I'm back. The Unreal Agent's like, I was DQ'd before, but now I'm back. Junior says, seen an old video of a fisherman getting caught cheating, putting weights in the fish he hooked to win a tournament. Oh, yeah, it happens. It happens. It definitely happens. So if you guys have noticed, I have been fishing a lot of live tournaments nowadays because there are certain things that once you know that happen in bass fishing that you just can't get out of your head. But at least if you're watching everybody, you can see your competition. See, you know what I mean? People can watch them and see them during the tournament. Kind of makes things, puts people on a little more, put you at ease about some of these things that happen, especially when you do the catch and release thing. So I kind of like that right now. It's kind of fun. All right, let's see. Who am I missing in the chat? All right, I want to give a big shout out to SWAT Lawn Operations, guys. Like I said, I always support those that support the fishing community. Shout out to SWAT Lawn Operations. They are the sponsor, one of the original sponsors for Bass for Cash, guys. If you need any exterior lawn or landscaping services, whether you're residential or commercial, make sure you reach out and support SWAT Lawn Operations, all right? Justin says, let's rub some stank on it. All right, so I think I can do that for you, Justin. Justin did hit the channel with those memberships, so he's hooking up the crew. He's hooking you guys up with free memberships. That's right, Justin. Service with all the trimmings. That is SWAT Lawn Operations. All right, let's go ahead and put some stank on it. Today, guys, I think we're gonna roll out and go out to some different places. We have a little time today. We have a little time. We have Tay checking in. Says, what lake? We are out here on Lake Lanier in Georgia. Let's go ahead and put a little stank on it. Let's put some stank on it, guys. You think that's gonna make a difference, Justin? You think this is what the fish were waiting for? They were like, what's that smell? What's that? What is that taste? Shout out to Kevin Smith. Good to see you back in the chat. So yeah, we're out here running this thing we call Bass for Cash. We're almost up to 100 likes, guys. So we're looking kind of good. We're looking kind of good. Who is that? Liz? Am I saying that right? Liz says the fish yearn for that stank. They want some of that stank on it. Ricky Bobby says, live scope won't make you win tournaments. We won our tournament this year without live scope on the boat, but it does help when it's used as a co-angler. Okay. Oh, yeah. I mean, you definitely don't have to have it. I mean, I think it's, depending on, the person. Certain technology is fun. Certain technology isn't. Sometimes people want to fish out of kayaks. Sometimes people want to fish from the bank. It's all types of things out there where people can get outside and enjoy the outdoors, guys. So never think you're just limited to one certain thing or just because somebody else is doing something a certain way that you should be doing it the same. Just get out there and have some fun with it. Lucas says, what's Bass for Cash? What is it? Bass for Cash, Lucas, it's a little way for us to get out here and have some fun. As I catch the fish, I will hold the fish up, let you guys see it on the measuring board, let you kind of get an idea of how big that fish is. Then once we open the scales, you will be able to put one guess per fish in the chat. If you guess the exact weight of that fish, then you will win that cash prize payout. Now, right now, the amount of funds that are in that payout, it's $100 are in that cash payout. And those funds are put in there through sponsors, through viewers, through members of the Money Team. I mean, they just come from anybody that, you know, that wants to chip in. So we get out here and have some fun with it. From there, that pot is going to be broken down. So it is paid out in increments. So for each fish that you guess the exact weight of, you will get $20, a nice $20 payout, all right? Now, if you are a member of the Money Team, those are the people that you see that have the badges next to their name. They get 2 guesses per fish. It does not cost anything to participate in Bass for Cash. All you have to do is hit that like button and be a subscriber of the channel. That is it. We will go into subscriber only mode whenever it is time to weigh the fish. So that is how we make sure that you are a subscriber to the channel, all right? Justin White says, it's real. I won $60 3 weeks ago. That's right. Justin has won. Is there anybody else who has won any of the Bass for Cash payouts in the chat? If you have, put I won and put the amount that you won in the chat. I just want to get an idea of who has won. And the other thing that you may notice is a lot of people that will probably start saying they won are actually members of the channel, because people, once they have won, then they go ahead and decide to become members of the channel for some reason. Wonder why. All right, shout out to Herbert. Herbert isn't a member of the channel, but he won too. So yeah, you do not have to be a member. It doesn't cost anything to participate. You just have to be a subscriber to the channel. That's it. And it is free to subscribe to the channel, guys. Uh-oh, who is that? Back once again. Justin hit the channel with a $5 membership, and that went to Stuart, the Fish Whisperer. All right, is Stuart in the chat? I haven't seen Stuart in a minute. Uh-oh, Justin is back again. Oh, my goodness. Angelic just got hit with the membership from Justin White. Everybody put JW in the chat. Is Justin the sponsor of today's live stream? How many memberships has Justin gifted today? Clint said Justin is on fire. That is right. Justin is on fire. Justin's like, you get a membership. You get a membership. All right, today's current live stream sponsor is Justin with 10 gifted memberships, with honorable mentions going to Peril Rider and CP. Good deal, good deal. All right, so back in the chat, guys, what did you guys receive for Christmas? What did you guys get for Christmas? I know somebody said they got a Bubba scale. Somebody else, they got some rods, reels, all that good stuff. We have Michael Tice said, did you catch anything? We haven't caught any yet. So what we're looking for, generally it's going to be spotted bass that we catch. And all they have to do is be 14 inches or better for them to qualify for Bass for Cash. Bass for Cash is what will allow you guys, I mean, that 14-inch fish is what will allow you guys to win the fund. So first, I have to get in here and do my job. My job is to catch, 1, 2, 3 fish. See if we can get to the boat for the day. And all you have to do is guess the weight. And in the meantime, instead of doing our live streams in the studio like I used to on a regular basis, we just do the live streams out here. So if there are any topics or anything that you guys want to discuss, just make sure that you drop that topic in the chat, and we'll see how it goes. Steven says $300 in Bass Pro gift cards. Oh my goodness, that's a good one. Hippie Day says he got lottery scratchers. I don't know, for some reason that's what it seems like you probably wanted for for Christmas, Hippie Day. It's some of those lottery scratchers. Kevin Smith says, hook me up. All right, there we go. So Tay says, what do you think about Humminbird Mega Live 2? Well, from what I have seen, and actually I do have a video that I need to put out where I was actually out with one of the reps, and we kind of went through a lot of the settings, a lot of things in there that if you guys are thinking about it, you would want to know to be able to get the most out of using it. So, but what I would say about it is that actually, hold on, guys. I see a fish right below the boat. Let's see if I can get this in fast enough and see if I can get this spoon to get his attention. Let's see. Will it work? Will that fish come up and talk to the spoon? We will see in just a second. Yep, here it comes. Here comes that fish. And there's the spoon right there jigging up and down, guys. Let's see. All right, here comes some more fish right there. Here they come. They see that spoon down there, guys. All right, they're down there. Clint Perry says, Chicken Hawk, you out there? Nope, Chicken Hawk isn't on today. He may be on a little later. All right, so they did not want that spoon, but I kind of see what's on their mind. So let's see if I can entice them with something a little different. All right, let's see. Dustin Lee says, that boy's on fire. What am I missing in the chat? What am I missing? I was focused for a quick minute. Status says, what's your favorite lure and reel combo? Well, I guess I would say that my favorite lure has to be the Shaky head, because I always have that tied on regardless of what lake I go to. I throw that on a 7.2 medium rod, and this is a lose. And in the description, I put some links in there for you guys to where you could get these reels. They were on sale for like $60, $64 or something like that. So yeah, this lose reel, this is 12-pound high-vis yellow, 15 or 20-pound high-vis yellow braid, and I use an Alberto knot or either a double uni knot, and tie that to 12-pound fluorocarbon line. So hopefully that helps you out with that. But yeah, make sure you guys always look in the description so that you can get information about the lures and things like that I'm using, because a lot of you do ask about that. Just click the link that says, say, discount products, and just do a quick search for whatever it is you guys are looking for. Ricky Bobby says, drop shot is my fail safe if bite is tough. Yep, that'll work. The Burner Season says, you need to change the channel to Money No Bass. Sometimes it bees like that. It just depends. It just depends. But generally, we get out here, we'll catch a fish or two. May take a minute sometimes, but hey, that's why we can get in here and talk about different topics too. I mean, it's just like hanging out with your buddy on the lake. You just come out, go fishing, see what you can do for the day, have some fun with it, enjoy the experience. And I like for you guys to enjoy the experience of winning some of that bass for cash. So I get out here and try to get some fish to the boat for you guys. But once I do that, remember, it is then your turn to do your job. You have to get out there and make sure that you that you guess the weight of the fish that come to the boat. All right, so you guys were asking me about the Mega Live 2. So for me, I have Mega Live 1. Right now, let me show you guys something. So I had, you see this interference on here? So I had the target lock on here too. Once I took that target lock off, I kind of messed around my wiring and stuff, and I haven't gone back and cleared that up yet. But as long as, so let me just show you how it generally looks. Let me just come in here. So with my Mega Live 1, now this is the original one, the Mega Live 1. For me, it has been working great. I know some people haven't had good experiences and stuff with it, but what I'll show you in just a second, I'll go ahead and make a few casts so that you can see the bait and everything. So the bait tracking and everything for me, you know, it's worked pretty well. So I'll show you that. As far as the Mega Live 2, now that is going to require buying new screens, and those screens, just buying fishing electronics in general is not cheap. So do you want to invest all of those funds into getting a full setup so that you can run that new technology? Now, for me, one of the things that I would say is, what are you planning on doing? Are you tournament fishing, or are you just going to be out there fun fishing once a month or something like that? Because that is kind of a big investment to put into your electronics, especially if you're not someone that is going to be using them a lot. Let me go ahead and change this back down. Let's drop that back down to about 40. All right, so here we go. So now we're sitting in 26 feet of water. I'm going to make a cast out here to about 70 feet. So you guys will be able to see that bait go down. Let's see if I got it in the beam. So there we go. Did you see it? It fell right there about 70 feet. It wasn't directly in the beam, but it didn't necessarily need to be directly in the beam for me, because I knew exactly where I wanted that bait to land, and it landed right there where I was planning on making that cast to. I'll show it to you a few more times, guys. Let me see. Wazoo says, how come you don't fish Hammond's tournaments on Lanier? Have you ever fished a Hammond's tournament on Lanier? Do you know those guys come in with like 24 pounds of spotted bass on this lakes? They have guys like Emo, I always say his name wrong, Emo Wagner. Yeah, there's some guys that fish the elites and everything that fish with them. And I am not someone that fishes like an elite. Whenever I come out here, guys, I'm out here playing around, having some fun. And really, with Bass for Cash, we're just looking for a 14-inch fish or better. These guys are bringing in 5-pound spotted bass on a regular basis. So I'm not out here like that, guys. You see, when I come out here, I'm out here for a few hours. I dip in and then I dip out. Shout out to Daniel. Daniel slid in with the $5 super chat. Daniel's like, come on, Money, let's get it going. Let me give you $5 to kind of give you some motivation. All right, Daniel, I feel you. You're trying to give me some motivation, huh? All right, let's go ahead and see if we can make something happen for Daniel. Shout out to Daniel. Hit the channel with the $5 super sticker. No question, no comment. Just the pure love of the game. He's like, hey, we're having some fun out here. The Burning Season says, it ain't hard to fish in the elites. Cut down a cypress tree 3 days before the tournament starts. That's all you need, Burning Season? Just that quick and easy, huh? Jody says, let's catch a fish for Clint. All right. We'll see what we can do, guys. All right, so there was my cast. It hit right out there at 85 feet. It wasn't directly in the beam, but it was good enough to where I could see where it hit. Shout out to Daniel with the $5 super chat, guys. Really appreciate that, Daniel. It definitely does not go unnoticed, sir. Daniel was like, he needs some motivation out there. We have Soda Gamble says, have I missed anything? Sorry, I'm at work. Not yet, Soda Gambles. Not yet. I was waiting for you. How about that? The burner season says, money, don't sell yourself short. Those guys aren't all that good. A lot of local help goes a long way. Well, yeah, I don't have the local help that they have. Remember, these guys, and so even when it comes to fishing this lake, there are guys that have been fishing this lake for years. I mean, I've been fishing it for years, but on the level that they have been fishing it, it's kind of a different ball game. But I may ease over there one of these days. We'll see. So the gamble says the fish knows I'm at work, so they ain't biting yet. All right, let's go out here and look around in some of these ditches, guys. All right, let's move around a little bit. We're out here for a few hours of fun. I really want to catch some fish on this spoon, but we'll see if we can get the spoon bite going. We will see. Shout out to SWAT Lawn Operations, guys. One of the original sponsors of this thing we call Bass for Cash. Getting active in the chat. You see him. That is Steve Wimpy. Really appreciate you, sir. Shout out to Daniel. Daniel was like, I'm in and I'm out. Daniel was in for a short time, but really appreciate you sliding through once again. Always getting active in the chat. Really appreciate you, sir. All right, guys, we're gonna ease around. And basically what I'm trying to do is see if we can find some fish off in ditches today. So that is the game plan. So we'll see. All right, I am back, guys. I know some of you guys would notice that I was muted, had to take a quick phone call. All right, let's see. Sort of Gamma says, I can't hear anything. Can anyone else hear? Can anyone else hear? Where is he at? Yeah, I had to mute out for a quick second. All right, so we're gonna be out here easing around. These fish that I have been finding a lot lately have been relating to the bottom. So I haven't been doing a lot of running, guys. It's kind of chilly out here. Alexandria's in the chat letting people know you will be disqualified if you don't act right. Oh my goodness. You do not want to be DQ'd. So did anybody get any new electronics during any of the Christmas sales or anything like that? Did anybody get any new electronics? Alexandria says, go to FishXLive.com. Click to download FishXLive, then click sign in to create an account. This platform allows you to log your catches while you're out on the water and host live tournaments. That is correct. You can host and participate in live tournaments, guys. Like I said, we need to support those that support us. So once I get a fish to the boat, I'll show you guys that again. But go ahead and download your free account and at least log a fish in there. Everybody should have a picture of a fish in their phone. So just log one fish in there. You can just log it from home or from wherever you're at, just so you can get an idea and see what whenever I'm going through it and explaining it to you guys, you will already have an idea. All right, Aiden says, no, but I got a brand new fishing reel. All right, shout out to that. Aiden got a brand new fishing reel. Did anybody get any of the new Humminbird, Lowrance, or Garmin electronics? Justin White says, all right, Money Team, I'm headed out. Everybody put Justin White in the chat. I believe Justin White is the current sponsor of today's stream, right, guys? Is that right? Justin came in and did his thing. He brought in quite a few new members of the Money Team, guys. Shout out to Justin White, the current sponsor of today's live stream. Stephen Dorsey says, sorry, wrong bracket for tax bracket for electronics. Oh yeah, these electronics will definitely knock a hole in your pocket nowadays. And I'm currently running the Helix units, guys. So I'm running, this is a 12-inch G4N. I have a 10-inch down here, and I have a 10 and a 9 at the console. So in order for me to upgrade, I would pretty much need to change out all of these units, because those new Explorer units that everybody's talking about are not compatible with the Helix units at all. So that is not a good thing for your partner MoneyBass if I wanted to upgrade. Dustin Lee says, is FishXLive on Google Play? No, sir. Just go straight to FishXLive.com. Just type that directly in the browser. Don't search it on Google or anything like that. Just go directly to FishXLive.com in the browser. What is it? HTTPS or whatever. FishXLive.com. And then you can download the app directly from the website. So it's set up to be quick and easy for you guys. All right, let's Let's cruise around with this spoon a little bit and see if we can get anything to come off of the bottom. Lahav says, it looks relaxing. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of fun and relaxing to get out here. I mean, it'd be a little bit better if it wasn't as cold or chilly as it is right now. So when I came out, the temps were in the low 40s. I can kind of feel it dropping a little bit more. So I don't know what the temp is right now, but I can tell that the temps are starting to drop a little bit. So we will probably be out here for maybe about another hour, guys. See if we can get to the boat in that amount of time and see if we can make this thing happen today. Alexander says, we need a fish. That is correct. We do need a fish, right? We've had some good days, some slow days. And today, well, let me see how long we've been out here. Been out here for a little over an hour. Yeah, sometimes, you know, it may take me a minute to locate some of these fish. So I'm just kind of moving around. So right now, if you look around, I'm kind of out here, out in the middle of the lake, looking to see if some of these fish have moved into some of these ditches. But what I'm about to do is go ahead and move into like some shallower coves and stuff like that, and see if any of those fish are in the mouth of the coves. Alexander says 83 minutes. Alexander says, I'm just going to tell everybody. I'm going to let them know. Okay, there we go. I see a fish right under the boat, guys. So I'm directly on top of one of these ditches now, guys. And there's some fish down there. Big B said that's what fishing is all about, the anticipation. Some people is like fishing should be all about the bendation, not the anticipation. We need MoneyBass to hook a fish. We don't want to see him fishing. We want to see him catching. All right, that fish did not want to cooperate with that. All right, so we're right on the edge of a ditch. So there's a few little fish down there, but today they don't really seem like they're active, at least not for me. That's not to say that there's not somebody out here that has figured something out for today. Richard says, just not quite dinner time for the fish. They still at work. They're not ready to eat yet. We're trying to force feed them, Richard. We're trying to make them eat something. Clint Perry got a Carvana commercial. right, let's see. Where can we move to next? I know where we can go. Let's head over towards a familiar place. Let you guys see some of the scenery out here on this lake. Let's head over towards the dam for anybody that's not familiar with this lake. Maybe if you see that, it'll kind of spark some memories for you. So I haven't been seeing any bait fish yet, guys, but like I said, I haven't really moved around too much. We're gonna go over toward the dam, right over toward where all the rocks and everything are at, and we'll see what's over there. All right, appreciate that, Clint. I forgot to come back off mute. But Alexandria says they're listening to our conversations. But I believe that is actually true, because a lot of those programs and stuff that are on the phone, they actually tell you that they have access to your mic, to your camera, so they can actually see you. A friend of mine, he one morning he said he had got up, he looked in his closet, and he noticed a pair of shoes that he hadn't worn in a long time. And so he was like thinking to himself as he was looking at the shoes, like, man, hey, I haven't worn these shoes in a long time, but I like them. I might need to get a different color. So he said he hadn't talked to anybody yet. He hadn't said anything. And then on his way to work, once he had stopped or something and looked at his phone, the shoes that he actually had on his feet, he was getting commercials, advertisements for those same shoes in different colors. And so he was like, he has not talked to anybody. The only way they could have known to show him that commercial with those exact same shoes was if they actually saw his feet when he was putting his shoes on. Because he said he was holding his camera and it was facing towards his feet. Man, it's like all that cybersecurity stuff as far as figuring out when someone's monitoring your phone and all that and how to turn all those things on and off. It's kind of crazy because, yeah, they actually do hear your conversations. They can see through your camera. And now with AI running all that stuff, it's easy for them to just go through and pull that stuff out very quick and easy, especially if you say any keywords and stuff like that, that can go into an algorithm and stuff. But I'm pretty sure somebody else in the chat has to know about that, right? Is there anybody in the chat that is into cybersecurity and that kind of stuff that we're talking about as far as how they can access your camera and your phone to show advertisements and just different things like that? Shout out to Jeremy. Says, what's up? I'm a little late. How's the day going so far? The day has been kind of slow. I was trying a few different things today just to see if I could get it to work. And it doesn't seem like it's working out. So I may need to switch back up and go ahead and do something that'll get us at least 1 or 2 fish to the boat. But I'll keep doing this for maybe, well, shoot, guys, time is going by fast today. So I'll probably do this for maybe about 15 more minutes. And then we'll see if we can just go and catch a few fish off of a shaky head or something like that. But I was wanting to see if I could find fish on a spoon, on like these swim baits. But the bite has definitely changed up on me today, guys. So it is not the same. All right, we're going to let that fall all the way to the bottom and bring it back up. All right, so Richard Green says it's built into the circuit board, just a little GPS chip of some sort. So yeah, you remember that song, I always feel like somebody's watching me? Does anybody remember that song? Because I have no privacy. That is definitely the case nowadays, guys. Fishing for Dollar says, do we have a fish in the boat yet? No, sir, we do not. So you have not missed a Bass for Cash opportunity yet. Shout out to Ken, says, only guys fishing all the time. Pearl Ryder says, I always thought they went by your browser history. Every time I search something, I get tons of ads. But there are times I just think of something and it pops up. Oh, man. They're in your head, too. They're in your brain. Maybe they put a chip in your food. Think they put a microchip in your food? They're like, oh, yeah, we're going to send this microchip straight to the brain. All he has to do is think about it, and we're going to sell him something. Man, these fish are like, not today. Not today. We aren't going to cooperate today. We got all these people wanting this cash for some of these bass, but we're not going to cooperate. Ken says, I'm in my warm truck muzzleloader hunting. Ken, you were hunting from the truck before, right? It's like, aren't you supposed to be out there tracking them down and sniffing the air and tasting the leaves and all that and tracking them? Richard Green said, you like playing tug of war against yourself? Because there wasn't a fish on the other line, on the other end. Yeah, I was just jigging a spoon on that one. So that's the way we were catching them. What's today, guys? Today Tuesday. No, today is Thursday. Man, I keep losing track of the days, guys. But when I was out here the last time, we were catching them on a spoon. So I wanted to come out here and see if we could repeat that. So we'll probably go back and do that again and also fish with the shaky head. I just want to do this for a few more minutes. We have Kynil just saying, what's your PB cat? Oh, the PB catfish, huh? I have not really weighed too many catfish. And actually, Adrian, who was that name again? Adrian says, I'm ready to eat a fish. Kynil, if you go to FishXLive.com and just pull up that app, go to FishXLive.com, pull up the app, and then just search for MoneyBass on there, and you'll see some of my catches in there. So you'll see a picture of me holding a very big catfish. And when you take a look at that, put in the chat and let me know, how much do you think that catfish weighed? My guess would be that that catfish in that picture weighs anywhere from 10 to 15 pounds. And I caught that during a tournament, during a bass tournament, so it did not help me at all. Richard Green says, I want to see a fish. Just the sight of a fish will do. All right, Richard Green, that is the plan. That's the plan, to get a fish to the boat so we can do this thing we call Bass for Cash. Now today is a slow day, guys. So when I get one of these fish to the boat, you may only have 1 or 2 chances. So you got to make your guesses count. For anybody that is just tuning in, Bass for Cash is a little game we play where I catch the fish. I'll put the fish on a little measuring board. I'll hold it up, let you guys see the length, the width, the girth, all of that good stuff. And all you have to do is guess the exact weight of the fish. Now, if you guess the exact weight of the fish, then you will win a cash prize, all right? Kynil says, I think 20. Oh, so wait a minute. Kynil, did you go to FishXLive.com, download the app, and look at that fish already? Did you do it that quick? Ellis says, have you got one yet? I have not, Ellis. They're treating me bad today. They're treating me extra bad. Michael Jackson bad. What's up? We have the hog catcher. Hog catcher, I have a question for you. Are you ready to come out and do your thing on Lanier? There are a few guys that have reached out to me and said they want to do something on Lanier, maybe next week. Let me know if you want to come out and do a little something on Lanier. We'll probably have like 6 to 8 guys that want to come out here. All right, make sure you guys are paying attention to the chat. Kynil just says, hold on real quick. Let me look again. Samuel says, me and my father caught a 62-pound cat out of the Coosa back in 2009. It was about 3 in the morning. The daggone thing scared, let me see, as we thought it was a shark. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that's a pretty big catfish right there. Did you keep it? What did you do with it? Hog catcher says, yes, indeed. All right, so yeah, I'll reach out to you. I meant to call you the other day. I forgot to call you back. Man, these fish aren't even on this point. What's wrong with them? They're not acting right. They just don't want to act right. Aloha, what's going on? It says big bass, baby. Oh, yeah. Samuel says, believe it or not, we sold it to the local Chinese food market. Oh, my goodness. Man, they playing hardball today. Let's see. Let's go and fish a shoal marker, guys. Go and fish a shoal marker or two. All right, it is now 4:30, so we're gonna roll out and go to another spot. Okay, now they want to come out and play. I see a little fish down below. All it takes is one to give away their location. Ken says, what's the water temp? The water temp is sitting at 50 degrees, so the water temp is steady declining. It was just 53 degrees a few days ago. Mark said, work it a little slower. Just relax. Relax. Calm down a little bit. Just take it easy. All right, let's drop the spoon down here once or twice, and then we're going to roll out and go fish a shoal marker or two. Jeremy says, I wanted to get on the lake today, but soon as I got off work, it started raining so hard. Oh, yeah. So rain is scheduled to be coming out this way, too. So that's why I went ahead and made sure I eased out here today, because I think for the next 3 days, I'm not going to be out here, guys. So we got to see if we can make something happen. See if we can make something happen today. Pure Rider says, what would Randy Blockett do right now? He'd pull out his live scope and get to scoping. Let me see. Canilja Davis says, I forgot the name of the app. Can you say it again? It is FishXLive. Go to FishXLive.com. And right now you can set up a free account. And then just once you go on there, click on the anglers link. And then just go and just search for MoneyBass, and you'll see my my profile come up. That is FishXLive.com. And from there, just search through my little gallery of photos. It may be on like page 2 of the gallery of photos. Man, what is going on with the spoon? All right, let's go ahead and move to a shoal marker, guys. And in there, you'll see me holding up a big catfish. And that catfish was caught during a tournament. I don't even think I'm pretty sure I didn't weigh that fish, because I didn't want all that slime, deal with all that slime. But take a look at that and let me know, what do you think that fish weighed? Hog Catcher says, at Lanier? No. Shoot, I can't remember what lake I was at when I caught that catfish. It was probably Chickamauga, I think. All right, guys, we're going to go and fish a shoal marker now. Shout out to Clint Perry, hitting them with the gifted membership. Who got that membership, guys? Who got the membership? It went out to Marcule TV. Now, I haven't seen him in the chat. I haven't seen Marcule in the chat. Is Mark in the chat? All right, guys, we're going to keep it simple. So now we're just going to see if we can get a fish to the boat real quick. Probably be out here for like another 30, 45 minutes. Who wants to win some of this bass for cash? I know you guys are like, hey, Money, you've been out here playing around all this time. We know you wanted to get out here and try something new. But when you do that and don't catch anything, we don't get a chance to win. All right, so we're going to see if we can make it happen, guys. Let me see. Adrian says, what kind of boat is that? All right, let me give you guys a quick boat tour. So I am running a Nitro Z20, all right? Up front on this Nitro Z20, I'm running a Helix 12. This is what I run my live imaging on. This is a Helix 10. This is a G2N unit, so this is an older unit. Up front, I have this is an Ultrex trolling motor. Over here, I have my target lock, but I took that target lock off. It's in the garage. I need to put it back on there. Over here, this post, that is the Mega 360. All right, so that's what we have up front. And shout out to Steve Wimpy. He always asks, why don't you talk about your, what is that thing, Hydrowave? I don't even have that connected, but I do have a Hydrowave on here. All right, on the deck, let me see, I have 3 spinning reels, 4 spinning reels, and 1 bait caster right now. And that changes depending on what I'm throwing. Back here, I have 2 more spinning reels and a bait caster. Oh, but this is supposed to be a boat tour, right? All right. So back here, I'm running a Mercury Pro XS, 250 horsepower, 4-stroke. This is a 4-stroke Mercury Pro XS, guys. Then I have 2 shallow water anchors. These are Minn Kota Talons. What they do is shoot a spike down into the water. So as long as I am in water that is 10 feet or less, then I can deploy those talons, and it will hold the boat in place. Now at the console, let me show you guys what I have at the console. I'm running a Helix 10 on this side. I don't have that one turned on. Don't really need it for today. And then I have a Helix 9 over on this side, and I'm just using that to run my mapping. And let me see, did I get hung up or was that a bite? Yeah, I got hung up. But yeah, so that's pretty much it. That's a quick breakdown of the boat. So what kind of boats are you guys running out there? So that is a quick breakdown of my Nitro Z20. This boat will run around 70 miles an hour, sometimes a little more, a little less, depending on, you know, what I have in the boat, how much gas is in the boat, all that kind of stuff, how much weight is in here. So it's a pretty decent boat, guys. It has done everything that I have needed it to do. Handles water pretty good. Appreciate everybody for tuning in today. Uh-oh, am I gonna get broke off? Yep, got broke off. Just like that, now I gotta retie. All right, so today has been kind of a slow day, guys. So let's come back here, go into the bag of tricks. And we're just gonna retie the shaky head. So it isn't really working too good today, but you never know. It is fishing. So I think we'll get 1 or 2 out of here today before we take off. So earlier, sometimes I need to come out here and try some different things to prepare for tournaments and stuff like that. But in doing that, those things may not be productive for that day. So sometimes I'm like, should I go live or should I wait until after I come out here and, you know, figure out what I need to do for the day. But you guys seem to have fun just coming along. And then, you know, whenever I do get a fish or 2 to the boat, then that gives you guys an opportunity to win some of this cash for bass. So you guys hear me talking about that a lot. Really appreciate everybody for tuning in and supporting the channel. The Money Team, those are members of the channel, is getting very big. It's growing. And I don't know if you guys have taken a look at the sub count lately, but we are on our way to 15,000. I know just not long ago, it seems like we were sitting around 10, right? We were sitting around 10 talking about heading to 11. But now we are on our way to 15,000, guys. And I really, really appreciate everybody for tuning in, for always showing support for the channel, chipping in and, buying those memberships for people. That's bringing more people to the channel, letting them hop in here. Some of them have not heard of this thing that we've been doing on a weekly basis for a while. I mean, people come in and they may think like, Bass for Cash, are they really giving away cash? So I always say, Bass for Cash is real, just like the Bendation. So we're about to show you guys a few things. So I'll be out here for just a little bit longer. So I'm finished playing around, and I was just trying to see if I could locate some fish that I could catch on a spoon again. And I wanted to catch some on a swim bait. Keep trying out some new techniques, so I won't always have to come out and kind of do the same thing, guys. But let's go ahead and focus on getting a fish or two to the boat real quick. That way I can see. I want to see, is anybody going to guess the weight and win anything today? All right. The Monkey Finesse is MoneyBass. Who in your life has wanted you to be the best that you could be? Where are they now? I'm sure they are proud of how far you have come. Good question. Good question. I've had some good people. I've had some good friends and good people that I've met throughout the years. So that's an interesting question. Maybe I should reach out to somebody that I haven't talked to in a while and just say, hey, how you doing? How you been? Do you want to win some Bass for Cash? But that's a good question. Good question. All right, let's drop this back down. We were at 50 feet. Let's go down to about 35, because we're just going to stay out here and fish this shoal marker now. We have Fish Hobo. Says, hi, fisherman. What are you fishing for? Right now, we're fishing for spotted bass. We're doing this thing we call Bass for Cash. As I catch the fish and bring the fish to the boat, all you have to do is guess the weight of the fish, and you can win a nice cash payout. It's just that quick and simple. That is how we do this thing we call Bass for Cash, all right? So right now, I was trying out a few different things today, but they weren't working. So I had to go back to what I generally catch some fish on. So let's take a look. There's my bait falling right here, guys. There's some fish roaming around here on the bottom. They're sitting in about 20 feet of water. So we're just going to drag this through here real quick. See if we can go ahead and get one of them to put their mouthpiece on it. Come on, just put your mouthpiece right on it so I can set the hook on you. They need to participate. Fish Hobo says, if you have fish and you sell it. Nope, I do not sell fish. We do this thing we call catch and release. Oh my goodness, guys. I thought I had a tappy tap. I thought that fish was like, oh yeah, I'll take a bite of that. I'll take a bite. Let's go ahead and get this back down there. See if we can get one of those fish to go ahead and bite now, guys. So I can see some fish roaming around. But do they want to participate in this thing we call Bass for Cash? Do they want to participate or spectate? The Monkey Finesse says, hey, I think success is different for everyone. It could be having your dream bass boat, spending quality time with your family, or maybe having a big house. What's success for you? So success for me, I would say, is family. Dealing with family, making sure your family is good, everybody's happy, enjoying life. That is what I gauge success on. So I would not say for me it has anything to do with material things. I mean, those are nice to haves, but I think about growing up and the things that we grew up with at the time. I wouldn't say that it was a lot. I mean, we spent a lot of time outside playing and stuff like that, so we didn't have a lot. I don't remember having like a lot of of expensive things. But hanging around with my cousins, my friends, playing with people in the neighborhood, all that kind of stuff. Those are the things to me that seem like they get the most joy from life from. All right, Kelly says, bass fishing freedom is being rich. Okay. Jeremy's Pruitt. Let me see. That hole is incredible. It will fly across the water. Which boat are y'all talking about? So yeah, I mean, for me, this boat, it does its thing. It'll make it through some rough water when you need it to. Although I would advise to probably stay home on those days, unless it's tournament time or something like that. All right, in the chat, you guys saw the question. What would you say is your definition of success? What would you say is your definition of success? What do you feel you have made it? Or like if you see someone that you feel is successful, what is it about them that you see success in that person? So you can I know I kind of asked it 2 or 3 different ways, but however you want to answer it in the chat. Let's just see. What do you guys think? We have Lady Wiser checking in. Lady Wiser, I think she just got her gifted membership today. Shout out to Lady Wiser. She was like, let me go and see what this Bass for Cash thing is all about. I got this membership. I may be able to win some money. All right, she says, good luck from Arizona. Really appreciate you for tuning in. Yeah, so just stay for a quick minute or two. We're going to see if we can get a fish to the boat. When I get that fish to the boat, all you have to do is guess the weight of the fish, and you will walk away with a cash prize. Now, Lady Arizona, you are now a member of the Money Team. You're a member of the channel. So membership does have its privileges. What that means is for you, you will get 2 guesses to guess the weight of each fish that comes to the boat. Now, there's a total payout of $100 in the pot. Now, that payout is done in increments. For every fish that someone guesses the exact weight of, they will get a $20 payout, all right? Now, if you are a member of the Money Team, the people that have the badges next to their name, they not only get twice the chance to win, they get 2 guesses per fish. They also get twice the fun. So they will get a full $40 payout per fish. So like I said, membership does have its privileges, guys. But remember, it does not cost a thing to participate in Bass for Cash. All you have to do is come in, double tap your screen to hit that like button, and also subscribe to the channel. That's it. All you have to do is be a subscriber. And of course, to subscribe, it is free. It doesn't cost anything to subscribe, guys. I see you guys in the chat. Small Water Charter says it's 74 degrees here now. Oh, my goodness. So I know you're down there fishing and having a good time. I don't know what the temp is here, but I can tell you it's probably about 30 degrees less than that. Does anybody know what the water temp is? I mean, not the water temp. So the water temp is 50 degrees. Does anybody know what the air temp is on Lake Lanier? That is where I'm at, guys. I am on Lake Lanier. All right, so here we go. Steve Wimpy says, success to me is good health. Definitely, that is at the top. Good health. With your health, nothing else matters. So good health. So for me, what I would add to that is I always look at family. So if my health is good and my family's health is good, then that is part of that success. Shout out to Jeremy. Jeremy has gifted a membership. And who did that membership go to? It went to TFR Medic. TFR Medic is now a new member of the Money Team. Shout out to Jeremy. I told you guys the Money Team is getting bigger. As people come into the Money Team and join the channel, they're like, hey, we need to bring in some more people. Let's bring in some more people to the channel. Really, really appreciate that. Really appreciate the strong support of the channel, guys. All right, let's move a little bit. I see some fish roaming around. Shout out to Jeremy. Jeremy Pruitt hit the channel up with a gifted membership. Who is the current sponsor of today's live stream? I think it's still Justin, right? Because Justin was hitting the channel up back-to-back memberships. It was crazy. We have nobody really back in the chat says enjoying the content from the stream. Hit that thumbs up and turn on the notifications. That is right. You definitely want to subscribe. You cannot win any of this cash if you have not subscribed. So Bass for Cash is real, just like the Bendation guys. So I have to get out here and make sure that I do my job now. If I don't, I don't want to say what I was about to say, but I don't want to have to come back out here tomorrow, guys. So I need to go ahead and do what I need to do for today. Just to make sure you guys have a chance to get some of this cash that's in that pot. Like I told you, the payout right now is $100 is the full pot that's available. All right, let's see. Alexandra says, today's current live stream sponsor is Justin White with 10 memberships. Oh, my goodness. Peril Ryder with 5 memberships. Clip Perry with 2 memberships. Jeremy Pruitt with 1 membership. And Daniel with that $5 super sticker. Man, you guys are doing it out here today. Really, really appreciate the strong support of the channel, guys. All right, Peril Ryder says, you need to explain to the new members that they need to renew their membership. It is not automatic. Oh, that's right. If you get a gifted membership, then once that expires, you do have to renew it on your own. Jeremy Pruitt says, it's not much, but I try to chip in when I can. Shout out to Jeremy. You guys see that number 2 next to his name? That means he has been a member of the channel for 2+ months. Really appreciate that, sir. And he is bringing new members to the channel. Good deal, good deal. All right, Alexandra, she says, friendly reminder, gifted memberships are valid for 1 month and they do not renew. All right, good deal. I'm pretty sure that'll help a few people out. Because, yeah, we do members-only content, so we do members-only live streams. We also do members-only videos. So there's content that is made specifically for the members, especially if you're into fishing and want to know some behind-the-scenes details, all of that good stuff. So, yeah, it does have, some perks that come along with it, guys. Steve Wimpy says, Jeremy Pruitt, big shout-out to you. Definitely, definitely. What's going on, Ruth Ann? She says, hi, what are you doing? What are you doing out there, buddy? What are you doing with a rod and reel in your hand out there on that boat? We're doing this thing we call Bass for Cash, Ruth Ann. We're out here fishing. Once I get a fish to the boat, all you got to do is just be a subscriber to the channel. Toss a guess in the chat of how much you think the fish weighs. And see if you can walk away with a little bit of funds. Now, I haven't got a fish to the boat yet, guys. Let's go ahead and change it up a little bit. Let's see. Now, this right here, I need to throw this out here and kind of run it across the bottom. So it's a good chance it may get hung up, so I have to go back out here and get it. But we got to do something a little different. We got to change it up. I saw that hit out there at about 85 feet, guys. 85 feet, and all we're going to do is just pop it and just kind of slow roll it back to the boat and let it bump the bottom. M4 Fishing says, dude, it's cold, man. Whoa, what are you doing out there? Man, you know I'm out here doing this thing called Bass for Cash. You want to win, right? You can't win if I don't come out here and fish. Hog Catcher says, where is Chicken Hawk? Chicken Hawk is at home chilling. Real Life with KJ says, where are you fishing at? I'm out here fishing on Lake Lanier. I'm out here on Lake Lanier. So, yeah, so there are definitely fish down there because they just followed this bait back. but did not take it. So now that lets me know that they are there. So let's get back on something that may be able to get them to bite. Boom. Alexandra says, is Jeffrey Stevenson in the chat? So yeah, Jeffrey Stevenson is the only person that I know that has won but did not claim his prize. Now, other people have won and actually donated the funds back to the channel, used it to donate to memberships, to different things like that. So really appreciate everybody always supporting the channel. Eric Gamble says, has anyone used a Bass Pro Shop Fire and Ice combo yet? Just got a 7 medium fast action and it got a 6.5 to 1 gear ratio bait caster on it. Does anybody have any experience? Can anybody help Eric out with that? Shout out to Emmett. Emmett says, what lake are you fishing at? Louisiana bass fisherman here. I'm out here on Lake Lanier, Georgia. So you're in Louisiana. So you out there in the area where Chicken Hawk is from. He's from Baton Rouge. He's not in the chat right now, but that's where Chicken Hawk is from. When you guys see people asking where's Chicken Hawk, that's who they're referring to. He's somebody who hops in the live streams every once in a while, comes in here causing problems. Yeah, man. So does anybody know what is the barometric pressure today? Does anybody know what the barometric pressure is? And if so, if you know how to look that up, then maybe you can put in the chat and explain to people, based on the barometric pressure, should the fish be biting today or should they not be biting? See, I don't really even check that kind of stuff, but I know there's people who live by that kind of information. Some people, if the barometric pressure and stuff like that isn't right, they don't even bother going to the lake. Carson says, what is your biggest bass you caught on live? So the biggest one that I caught on live so far was 5.09 pounds. And that was a, goodness, what was that? That was a spotted bass. So that was a spotted bass, 5.09 pounds. And nobody guessed the weight of that fish. So nobody won the money at that time. All they had to do was guess the exact weight of the fish. Nobody did it, so nobody won. All right, I see some fish directly below the boat. So let's see, should I do a spoon or a drop shot? Let's go ahead and go with the spoon and see if they're active or not. Carson says, dang. Jody says, wow, 5.09. Yep, it was a 5.09. So who was in the live? So in the chat, who was watching the day where I caught that 5.09? And it was caught on a top water bait too, guys. Who was watching? Put 5.09 in the chat if you were watching whenever I caught the 5.09 during that live stream. Jeremy says, do both, drop shot and spoon, one in each hand. I've tried that before, Jeremy, and it did not work. Actually, the fish won that day because what they did is they yanked one of the rods into the water. Took my rod, reel, my bait, and everything when I tried to use two at the same time. But in the chat, who was watching when I caught that 5.09 pounder? It was live. We were doing a bass for cash that day. Alexandria put 5.09. She was definitely there. Clint Perry says barometric pressure in Tulsa is 30.09. Does anybody know what the barometric pressure is for Lake Lanier, Georgia right now? And also, is there somebody who knows about barometric pressure and how it affects fish? Can you put some information about that in the chat? We're going to find out. Is the barometric pressure saying, oh yeah, MoneyBass should be out there catching fish? He just doesn't know how to fish. Or is the barometric pressure saying, like, yeah, it is bad today? J. Day Dove says, What is, I'm kind of paraphrasing for him, what is barometric pressure? Somebody in the chat must go by barometric pressure. Alexandra says it is 30.28. All right, Alexandra, see if you can search and find what is the ideal barometric pressure range when the fish should be biting. What is the optimal barometric pressure? And let's see. Let's see if it's going to say, oh, yeah, MoneyBass should be catching fish. It's just him. He doesn't know what he's doing. Let's see. Jeremy says, I think you need to throw a buzz bait right now. Just throw a buzz bait out there in the middle, right? All right. James says, fish bite better when we're under low pressure. Brian says, I'll go look for you. I have one of those on my wall. Ryan says, under 30. Real life with KJ says, for real, throw that buzz bait. Just throw that buzz bait out there in the middle of nowhere. You know, I have never fished a buzz bait like that. Emmett says crankbait. Uh-oh, did your partner get hung up, guys? I think so. Okay, there we go. I got it loose. Is there anybody who knows about barometric pressure in the chat? Anybody, somebody. Emmett says rattle trap, crankbait, drop shot, buzz bait. Throw something. Just don't throw what you're throwing. Throw something else. No, I think we'll get a bite on this, guys. Those fish are out there. They're kind of relating to the bottom. They're not suspended right now. I want to know about this barometric pressure. Is anybody looking up the info about barometric pressure? Bass Grunt says a 2.8 Kitech. James Larry says better if pressure is falling like today. Okay, so James, based on the barometric pressure of where I'm at, are you saying that the Clint Perry, he said dice baits? I'm still waiting. Yeah, I still don't have the dice baits yet. I don't even know which ones to get. Those things look kind of odd. Alexander says, according to most anglers, the best barometric pressure for fishing is considered to be a normal and stable pressure, typically ranging from between 29.7 and 30.4 inches. Inches? Is barometric pressure in inches? Are they talking about the barometric pressure? They talking about something else. Oh, inches of mercury. Okay. All right. All right. Pill Rider says, I looked it up, but it's longer than 200 letters. What is that? Is there anyone in the chat that fishes based off barometric pressure, uses that to determine their day on the lake? Anybody, somebody. Looks like it's nobody. Frisco says, not me. Tony says, we all do. Soda Gamble says, nope. Nobody uses barometric pressure. Ryan Reagan says, if it's higher than 30, I don't go out. And I'm up in, okay. Real life KJ says, if someone does, they're a nerd. But hey, nerds fish too. James Larry says, not me. If I have time to go fishing, I'm going fishing. Emmett says, good luck. I hope you catch your personal best. It looks too cold out there for this Louisiana country boy. Oh, yes. It's a little chilly. It's a little chilly. And the sun is kind of said bye-bye. It's going back there behind that tree line someplace. So take a look at that tree line. You guys see it's overcast today. But I wants to know. Is based on the barometric pressure, Should I be catching fish and just doing a bad job at it? Or does the barometric pressure substantiate why the fishing hasn't been too good for me today? I needs to know. Did I just make some bad decisions today, or is the barometric pressure on my side? All right, the wind is starting to pick up now too, guys. We don't have much time left. I would say we may have a good 20 minutes left. All right, so in these 20 minutes, we're gonna see if I can make it happen. All right, because I really want to see somebody walk away with some of this cash for today. Shout out to Jeremy. Just hit the channel with another gifted membership. Who got it? Who got the gifted membership? Crush It Jail. Oh my goodness. Crush It Jail. Crush It Jail has just got a membership. Crush It Jail hasn't been to the channel in a minute. Tony says they do. They just don't know what they're doing. It's basically what the weather is doing. Shout out to Jeremy once again with that membership. Frisco says the only thing that matters to me is if it's blowing more than 20 miles per hour and if it's lightning. Other than that, he's going to go out there and make it happen. Steve Wimpy says, Jeremy goodness God, my lips are getting cold. Pruitt. He says, yo, you are full of the Christmas spirit. Oh, yeah, he's out here hooking them up today. Alexandra said, yes, you should be catching fish as the barometric pressure is in the normal range. So it's you. She said, it's me. She said, I'm just doing a bad job today. Alexandra, that's messed up. You could have at least kind of skewed the numbers a little bit for me. You ain't have to make your partner look all bad like that. All right, Alexandra says, today's current live stream sponsor is Justin White. He has gifted 10 memberships, guys. Pale Ryder has gifted 5 memberships. Clip Perry has gifted 2. Jeremy Pruitt has gifted 2 memberships. And Daniel hit us with the $5 super chat. Really, really appreciate the strong support, guys. And then she has also listed the people who have won those memberships. So, yeah, we've been out here having some fun today. We've had a little bit of fun. Didn't really get to see the fish that we wanted to see. But it's still fishing. It's still fishing, guys. Let's go back here and turn the lights on the boat. All right, turn those nav lights on. What's going on, Oliver? Come on, Oliver, you can't say like, hey, how you doing, MoneyBass? What's going on? Everybody doing fine? Oliver just wants to come right in. Hey, you got any fish yet? That's all I want to know. Just tell me, do you have any fish yet? Now, Oliver, you know if I had fish, I would be answering a lot faster than that, right? So, no, we do not have any fish yet. Today has been kind of slow. You know, I think it's because, you know, with the rise in the barometric pressure and the lowering of the barometric pressure, it kind of has the fish discouraged about the process that they're currently going through as the water temps drop. Now, as that happens, you know, it kind of throws off their internal nature for those fish to want to come and bite. And as that happens, you know, for the fishermen, we really understand the different mood swings that these fish are going through. So it enables us to come out here and just kind of have an understanding of what these fish are going through. All right, so did that help you out, Oliver? Oliver says, I'm fishing too, so I don't want to type right now. Goodness, A1 says, I just got all of my rods stolen. That's not good. Double OG says blowing smoke right now. No, that's real. Oh man, I couldn't tell, guys. I couldn't tell, so I had to go ahead and take a swing at him. Nah, Double OG, that's the truth. That's the truth. So we kind of, we kind of have to gauge the amount of fish that we catch based on the conditions of the fish. So being that they're in transition right now, I did not really want to come out here and just beat them in the head today. So I wanted to come out here, just kind of test the water, test my gear, and, get acclimated to the changes in the temperature and the weather conditions. So you see that? So that is pretty much what it was kind of like a scout and retrieval of information type of day. And to just see how you guys were doing. That's what today was for. Lynn says, what bait do you recommend? It depends, Lynn. What are you trying to do? What are you targeting? What kind of fishing are you doing? Are you saltwater fishing, freshwater fishing? What type of fish? Lynn says, what are you fishing for? So I'm fishing for spotted bass. Shoot, right now, I'll take a catfish. Even if a catfish will bite, I'll take a catfish right now, Lynn. All right, let's see. What else are you guys talking about in the chat? Lynn says, I know the pond you were at. Yes, I'm out here on Lake Lanier. Frisco says, have you been listening to Randy with that speech? Shorman says, put some of that sauce on there. You want some sauce on it, Shorman? Okay, we can do that. We can put some sauce on it. Downrange says, have you played Bass for Cash already? No, sir. We have not done Bass for Cash yet. Does anybody know why we haven't done Bass for Cash just yet today? Does anybody know why we have not done Bass for Cash today? Oh, you guys said put some stank on it. Let's go ahead and put a little stank on it. Shout out to Lynn. Lynn said, what are you fishing for? Really appreciate you for tuning in today, Lynn. Is this your first time coming and checking us out? Or have you been here before? Uh-oh, I hear the siren going off in the distance, guys. That means once I put some stank on it, that means I'm about to set the hook, guys. Man, listen, if nobody gets a chance to win Bass for Cash today, I may have to ease back out here tomorrow in between, because it's supposed to rain tomorrow, guys. So I don't want to have to come back out here in the rain. But I always want to make sure somebody walks away with some of that cash. But in order for that to happen, I have to do what I'm supposed to do first, right? So we're going to see. Tony 450 says, no bendation? He said, I thought the bendation is real. Come on, Frisco. What kind of animal is that you're talking about in the chat? That's not the right type of animal to be mentioning right now. Austin says, coming from a guy just scrolling through, I'm really happy to see someone like you doing fishing videos. Okay, all right, good deal. He said, there's not a whole lot out there. Much love. Keep up the good work. Oh, yeah, we're out here having some fun. Give me a minute or two. I'm going to get a fish to the boat. And Shorman says, it's real. Oh, yeah, the bendation is real. Just like Bass for Cash. In the chat, who has heard of FishXLive.com? Who has heard of FishXLive.com? Lynn says, what is the biggest fish you've ever caught? So the biggest spotted bass I have caught is 5 pounds, 11 ounces. Oh, no, guys. That was terrible. So the fish was swimming off with the bait that time, and I had to have had a nick in my line. Oh, after all of that, can you believe it? After all of that. Oh, man. That's not a good look right there. I definitely shouldn't have broke off. I had to have had a nick in my line and didn't notice it whenever I retied. Sherman says, it's real. That sauce. He said, that sauce is real. Put some more sauce on it. So this line that I'm using right now is Cigar 12-pound fluorocarbon. Oh man. I'll hop back into the chat in just a second, guys. Let me get this back out there. Man, why did that happen? We were about to do this thing we call bass for cash. Who saw me set the hook? Who saw me set the hook and find no fish on the other end? Because it broke me off. It's like, let's make him look bad in front of all his friends on YouTube. Let's just break him off real quick. But I'm going to be back. I'm coming back for revenge. All right, there we go. We put some stank on it. Frisco says, I saw you try. He said, I saw you try, but trying ain't good enough. We don't give credit for tries out here. Man. I can't go out like that. Not like that. Not today. Not with 150 people watching. I can't go out like that. All right, let's see. Daniel says, oh no. Lynn says, I have. Let me see. Sherman says, it always works. Oh yeah, he likes that when I put some stank on it. All right, Brando says his wife at home trying to moderate his love is actually, what is this? A bunch of people money off of it, typical. That's right, Brando. We're out here trying to give you guys some cash for this bass. All right, Lynn says, when I was saltwater fishing, let me see, I caught a 20-pound redfish. Okay, oh yeah, I caught some redfish before. Those are pretty tasty. Lynn says, I like you. I'm going to subscribe. You know what, Lynn? I like that you like me. That is great. Because we just get out here and have a little fun. I mean, we talk about different topics every now and then. We come out here. Some days I come out here and we're catching a bunch of fish. Some days I come out here and we just do a bunch of talking. But either way, we still come out here and we do this thing called bass for cash. Now, most of the time we do get a few fish to the boat for bass for cash. But that's only half of the battle. Once I get the fish to the boat, you guys still have to guess the weight of the fish in order to win. All right, so with bass for cash, you get one guess per fish that is brought to the boat. So you have to make sure you make those guesses count. Especially on days like this. Jeremy says, you're just setting us up. That line shouldn't have broke like that. Shout out to Alexandra Corbett. She's always in here doing her thing. If everybody could, put AC in the chat. And I don't know if you noticed, but she has a Cash App in the chat too, guys. She's like, oh yeah, go ahead and show us some love. Show some love to Alexandra Corbett. Oliver says, you're slacking, money. You're slacking. You came out here, you broke off, you didn't get the fish to the boat. Yeah, if you guys could, put AC in the chat. Put AC for Alexandra Corbett in the chat. And you also saw her Cash App in there. She's always in here making some things happen for the crew. Very, very much appreciated. Steve Wimpy says, Bass for Cash, the hottest fishing game on YouTube. It's hot. even when the fisherman is not. Really appreciate that. I see the ACs coming in the chat. Yeah, everybody put AC, Alexandria Corbett, in the chat. Carson says, how was your Christmas? My Christmas was great. My Christmas was great. Got to hang out with family. Everybody was happy. Got the fellowship. I got me a new pair of socks and a few gift cards. Caleb says, oh yeah, he said he got a new reel. All right, so what's the first fish you're gonna catch with that, Caleb? Shorman spammed us with the AC. Good deal. Appreciate that, Shorman, because Alexandria definitely does deserve it. She is always in here making things happen, keeping you guys in track, hitting people with the DQ. She's like, you are disqualified. She will hit somebody with the DQ in a minute. She says, oh, guys. Oh, thank you, guys. Don't make me blush. Oliver said, can we get some more donated memberships? Oliver said, I'd rather have a gifted one than one I get myself. And remember, one of the things that they mentioned a little earlier, guys, is those gifted memberships. Once you get one, you have to renew those on your own. They don't automatically renew. So you may be a member of the Money Team this month, but next month, that membership could be gone. So you'll be back to your one guest per fish, all right? Shout out to Clint Perry. Clint Perry, he was like, okay, I'll go ahead and gift a membership. And it went to Zombie Mods. Shout out to Clint Perry, CP, making the channel grow. Okay, I had to shoot first and ask questions later, guys. So that wasn't a fish that time. But I still had to shoot first and ask questions later. Drew said, did you catch anything yet? Cody said, almost. Cody said he almost did. Is almost good enough? What do you guys think? Is almost good enough? Jody says, you're playing with our emotions. What did Big Worm say? Does anybody remember what Big Worm said? Does anybody remember what Big Worm said about his emotions? Let's see. Uh-oh, Pale Rider came in with the gifted membership, went to Big Man Gaming. Big Man Gaming's going to be back in here. I'm going to win some money. He's like, oh, yeah, I got that gifted membership. I'm going to use my 2 guesses. Double OG says, you're playing with my emotions right now. But does anybody remember what Big Worm said about his emotions? Uh-oh, Big Man Gaming stepping in, new member of the chat. He just got his membership and came in with the answer. He says, playing with my money is like playing with my emotions, Smokey. That is right. That is right. Kayla says, what state are you in? I am in Georgia. I am in Georgia. Seth says, hey, hit me with a gift. I want a gift. Jody said, come on, Smokey. That's right. Oh, so now I'm Smokey, huh? So now I'm Smokey. I don't know if I want to be Smokey. Man, it's getting chilly out here now, guys. All right, guys, we have 6 more minutes. 6 more minutes. Can I catch one in 6 more minutes? Dustin says playing with anybody's money is like playing with their emotions. Sherman says, do you crappie fish? I do not crappie fish, but apparently sometimes I fish crappie. And I don't think they're the same. What do you think, Shorman? Is crappie fishing the same as fishing crappie? Shout out to Steven. Steven just hit the channel with a gifted membership, and it went to Dave Monaco. Man, you guys are making it happen. The money team is going to be large. Peril Ryder says, Clint Perry, I'm going broke trying to get Hippie Dave a membership. Hippie Dave still has not got a membership. You know, Hippie Dave has actually won Bass for Cash. Hippie Dave should have bought his own membership. Hippie Dave has won Bass for Cash. Did you guys know that? He had a pretty decent payout, too. Jeremy Pruitt says, I've got to go pick up my daughter, guys. I'll catch y'all on the next one. All right, so the next day that it is not raining, your partner MoneyBass will be back out here. But we still have a few minutes left, guys. We still have a few minutes left. And see, these fish are out there, but who knows? Who knows why they keeping that mouthpiece closed? They just not acting right. They won't act right, guys. Big Man Gaming says, Reaction Innovations has some good shaky head worms. Clint Perry says, Hippie Dave must have a dark cloud over his head. You have guessed it right, Big Man Gaming. That is exactly what it is. All right, we're sitting in about 9 feet of water. Let's back out of here. And we're going to ease back and sit in about 20 feet of water. And then we're going to fish this thing super slow. That's the game plan. That's the game plan. Frisco says, drag a Carolina rig on them. Sherman says, somebody hooked me up with a gifted membership. So the thing about gifted memberships, guys, is they are not able to pick who those go to. It's by random draw. Once a membership is gifted, it is just gifted by random draw out to people. So they are not choosing who those gifted memberships go to. Crazy Mike says, I like cracking tubes in the deep. Shorman says, that stank is going to get them. All right, let's put some more stank on it for Shorman. Let's see if that'll make it happen. There we go. Let's put a little stank on it right there. And get it back out there, see if we can make it happen. Oh, man, I hate it when I have to get my fingers on it. If you ever do that and then have to eat a sandwich or something like that, let me just wipe that on the carpet. Ah! All right, let's get out there. All right, I have a feeling it's about to happen. Shout out to Ace Carney. He says, has he caught anything yet? Well, you know, catching is not really the end-all, be-all whenever you are. I mean, I'm answering your question, but I just want to put it in context before I tell you about the day. So catching is not the end-all, be-all. You know, I mean, sometimes you need to just sit back and enjoy the nice fresh air, enjoy the scenery, and, you know, just check your gear out, make sure, okay, my line is good. You know, I got to check the rod. Let me check the rod. Yeah, the rod is good. I mean, I had to check my cast a few times. And, you know, sometimes you need to just check on the chat and make sure everybody's okay. So the question, what was the question again? What was the question? You may not have asked the right question. Oh, man, and then I would get stuck. See, Seth is asking the right question. Seth is asking the right question. Seth says, what is your PB? Well, you know, my PB, I caught a 5-pound, 11-ounce spotted bass. My PB largemouth is 8.56 pounds. And I caught a few big catfish, didn't really weigh those. My biggest striper is about 15 pounds. Now, see, that's a good question right there. I like that question. What is your PB? He says, must be a tough day. Yeah, I'd say the day was a little tough. It was a little tough. But the question, you should have asked, like, how many fish did I want to catch? Because, I mean, maybe I just didn't want to catch any fish today. Zach says the bath are lethargic in the cold. Some people would say the bass fishermen are lethargic in the cold. So we have lethargic fish and lethargic fishermen. The outcome may not be good in that situation. We have Daniel checking in. Jessica says, you are the best fisherman in the world. That is true. That is correct, Jessica. Jessica is right. Does anybody see that message? Jessica says, you are the best fisher in the world. That is true. That is true. Wait a minute. Florida Fishing says, you are terrible fisherman. You catch no fish. Oh, man. Oh, man. Wait a minute. Which one is right? Which one is in the chat? Let's see. I need to ask the chat because now I'm confused. Am I the best fisherman? Or what did Florida say? You are a terrible fisherman. He says, you are so bad at fishing. The worst fisherman I know. No cash for oh my goodness. All right, in the chat, let's take a poll. Am I the best fisherman? So you can only choose one or the other. Am I the best fisherman or the worst fisherman? There's no in between. There's no other choices. I am either the best fisherman or the worst fisherman. What is your vote in the chat? Let's see. Double OG says, nah, you the best. We all get days like this. It makes the good days so good. All right. Florida says worst. Oh, my goodness. Guys, that is the second time that I broke off today. But I think that one broke off because of the rocks. Oh, my goodness. Frisco says no comment. Sherman says, I plead the fifth. Now, Florida Fishing, you only get one guess. I mean, one answer. Let me see. Where the Wild Start says, you sound like the Spotify DJ. Jessica says, you the best. Seth says the best. Florida Huffman is just putting a lot of answers in here. All right, let's see. We got some plead the fifth. Frisco said, you faked us out again. Florida Huffman says, you proved my point. Oh, man, I proved the point. I broke off. He got me. All right, let's see. Where's the Wild? She says, you sound like Spotify. Okay, I already got that. Let's see. Mega Live 1 or Mega Live 2? I'm running Mega Live 1. All right, let's get retied and get back out there one more again. One more again, guys. I think we have enough time. I think we have enough time to make it happen. Let me see. Where did it break off at? Okay, yeah, we're good. We're good. Man, oh man, what a day. All right, Alexandra, have you been watching to determine am I the best or the worst? Sherman said, don't forget that stank. Zach says, you're just in the wrong spot. So what did the final results say, guys? Did I get more of the best or the worst? Florida says, hey, I'm the best. You're just mid. Jessica said, I'm the best in the world. Man, you know what? This line on here doesn't... Normally, I have 12-pound line on here. And I'm thinking that I had changed this line out and put... This feels like it may be 10-pound line, guys. It does not feel like it's my normal 12-pound line. And see, I'm used to setting the hook. So I'll ride out with this for the rest of the time we're out here. And then I'll change it up so when I come back next time, I have my 12-pound line on there. We won't have to worry about breaking off next time. All right, there we go. Shorman said, put some stank on it. Let's put some stank on it right there. Make them hold it a little bit longer. All right, guys, we got to get one fish to the boat. We got to see if somebody... You know what? I think it's going to be a $40 win. I think that's what we're going to see. I think we're about to see a $40 win, guys. Florida, he says, you're amazing at fishing. Wait a minute. What happened? What did I miss? How did it change all of a sudden? He says, you're super good at fishing. Steve Wimpy says, Jessica, you are right. Oh, my goodness. How did it change? RTS says, we are all the best. Big Man Game says, do you use Sunline? No, I mainly use a Seagar line, but Seagar, Strand, and Trilene. I use Strand and Trilene on my moving baits like crankbaits and stuff like that. Florida Huffing, Florida Fishing says, let me see, I'll sub. He says, all right, okay, you're mid, but I still sub. All right, really appreciate that. He says, what bait are you using? I'm using a shaky head right now. So these fish are relating to the bottom. So they're back to following right now. So when I was out here the last time, they just seemed like they were a lot more active. Zach says, fluoro gets brittle too. Hey, maybe that's the case because you guys, I just broke off like what, two or three times today? And it normally does not happen at all. Yes, sir, I am going for bass. We are fishing for spotted bass today. But sometimes we catch largemouth, but for the most part, the locations that I fish, I generally bring in spotted bass. Jessica says I told him to shut up. Shorman says that line gotta go. Hey, it could be me. It could be me. But I think I can't remember the last time I was out, but I'm thinking I may have changed my line for some reason. So I just need to take this line back off. But it's just a leader because see, uh-oh. What was that? Man, something just tapped my line and didn't even take the bait. But yeah, so what I was saying is I only need to change the leader because this right here is braid. So I use high vis yellow braid as my main line, and then I have that going to fluorocarbon, a fluorocarbon leader. All right, got him that time, guys. Oh my goodness, and it's a good one. It's a good one. Do you see that? Oh my God. Oh my God, do you see that? That is what we call bendation. The bendation is real. Can you guys see it? Do you see it? I'm gonna have to get the net on this one. We're definitely gonna need the net. The bendation is real. It's 100%. Oh my goodness, and it just jumped. Did you see him? It's a good one, guys. I can see it down there. Can you see that fish fighting? It's a fighter. Oh, and it's gonna try to jump on me again, guys. It just came and looked at me and it's pulling the rod into the water. Oh my goodness. My hands are freezing. My fingers are, oh my goodness. The thing is pulling under the boat. There he comes, there he comes. Can you see it? Okay, I gotta get the net, guys. Okay, I got the net. Oh, and I got him. Bam. Bam, did you see it? Did you see it? Did you see it? I saw it in the chat. This fish is a biggin. It's a biggin. Look at his stomach. Oh my goodness. I'm about to show you guys how we use this thing called FishXLive. I need everybody to go to FishXLive.com. Do you see that right there? Put FishXLive in the chat. Put FishXLive in the chat. Look at the belly on that fish right there. Put FishXLive in the chat. Now listen, everybody that is just tuning in, you're about to witness this thing that we call bass for cash. I catch the fish, you guess the weight, and you win the cash. Oh my God. Put FishXLive in the chat. I need to see the words FishXLive.com in the chat. Take a look at this, guys. Whew. Oh my goodness, let me catch my breath. That is the measuring board right there. It goes up to a nice and easy 15.5 inches. But look at the size of this fish. Do you see that fish? It goes well past 15.5 inches. It's what we call a biggin. It's what we call a biggin right there. Let me show you the girth. Now, this is what we call girthification. Anybody that is new to the channel, bendation leads to girthification. Look at the girth. Starting at 10, this fish goes to about 5 inches of girth. 5 inches of girth. Let's put her in the live well real quick. Let's go ahead and put her in the live well. She's a fatty. Do you know what her sister's name is? Her sister's name is Fat Fat. But she's like, oh yeah, I'm big too, Mr. MoneyBass. All the boys love me too. But you didn't have to hit me in my mouthpiece like that. All right, guys, let's get this fish in the live well. We're gonna get queued up to do this thing we call bass for cash. Now, you have seen the size of this fish, and the likes are looking good. We're at 182 likes. Do you guys think we could hit 200 likes? What do you think? We're gonna put this fish right here in the live well for a quick minute. Look at her, she's going crazy. Oh my goodness. She's like, let me up out of here. All right, guys, let's see if we can get a few more likes. We're about to do this thing called bass for cash. We're gonna play this. There is $100 currently in that bass for cash payout. We pay that out in increments, guys. For each fish that you guess the exact weight of the fish, you win $20. Now, if you are a member of the channel, the member of the money team, look at the information that Alexandra is putting in the chat for you guys. If you are a member of the channel, you get 2 guesses per fish, but you have to wait until the scales are open. We need 11 more likes. Once we get 11 more likes, then we're gonna open up the scales. You guys are gonna guess the weight of the fish, and whoever guesses the weight of that fish, they're gonna walk away with $20. Oh my goodness, let me catch my breath. Florida Fishing says, can I become a member? Yes, sir, but you better do it quick. So once we get 11 more likes, everybody that is subscribed to the channel, you can participate. It is free to participate, guys. You do not have to pay anything. It's free to participate. All you have to do is be a subscriber to the channel, hit that like button, and that is it. Now, the members of the channel, they get 2 guesses per fish. And not only do they get 2 guesses per fish, they get double the payout. So membership does have its privileges, all right? Look at Florida in the chat. He says, everybody, please hit that like button. That's right. We only need 9 more likes, guys. So it is about to get real out here real quick. Now, let me show you guys a little something. Now, I told you about FishXLive. I need everybody to go to FishXLive.com. I'm about to show you something. Now, I have it set up to where you guys can get a free membership, a free account at FishXLive.com. Now, there it goes. Go to FishXLive.com. All right. FishXLive.com. It will give you a lot of information about this app. Now, this is let's see what they say right there. You can host live tournaments. This is basically a full-fledged live tournament app. But one of the features that this has on here is this right here. Journal of Catches. So that's what we're going to use. So everybody, you can go and get a free account right now. And what you do is you click on this right here. You're going to download the app. Once you go into the app, you're going to log in. You're going to set up an account. And then you can set up your profile page. Upload your picture. This is your partner right here. That's MoneyBass. So if you go into FishXLive, you can go to my profile page, but you can set up your own. It'll show you the tournaments that you have already participated in. And then it has a journal of catches. This is what we're going to use. So we're going to go into the journal of catches. Now, I told you guys this was on the 23rd. These were the fish that we were out here catching on the 23rd. All right. So now we're going to log a new catch. So this fish that we just caught, let me just show you guys real quick. Let's see. So we're going to go in here and I'm just going to walk you guys through it real quick. While we need 6 more likes. Once we get 6 more likes, we're going to weigh this fish in here. And whoever guesses the exact weight of this fish is going to walk away. Let me just grab it. Where'd it go? She's down here hiding. And she's mad. But she's a big one too, guys. That is a big fish. There she goes. You guys see that fish down there? It's a big one. All right, let's see. All right, so here we go, guys. So you go to FishXLive.com, and we're going to enter this fish in here. So what this is going to do is going to let me know that I can come back here on these conditions and catch fish over here. So this is Lake Lanier that I'm fishing at. So let's see. Lake Lanier. And this is a spotted bass. Choose the species. The weight, we do not know the weight of this fish yet, right? But let's just say if we knew the weight, I'm just going to put a weight in here, and I'll change this later. So I'm going to put 100 in here for right now. The length of the fish, we measured that fish. You saw it was well over 15. I think it's about 19 inches. Now, a picture of this fish. So now we're going to come in here. We're going to go to camera. And let's take a picture of this fish real quick, guys. And it is chilly out here. So you're going to have to bear with me. All right, so here we go, guys. So we're about to weigh this fish. I see we have a lot more people that just came into the chat. We're about to do this thing called Bass for Cash. We are going to weigh this fish. If you are a subscriber, you do not have to pay anything to participate. All you have to do is guess the weight of this fish. Make sure you have hit the subscribe button. But I'm just showing you guys real quick. We're about to take our picture of this fish for the app. Let's take one more. Oh, there we go. Okay, that looks good. So we'll okay that. So we just took a picture of the fish. All right, so you guys are following along on that. So we just took a picture of the fish. Now the other thing that we're going to do is we're going to track the location because I want to be able to come back to the same spot. Allow. So we're going to allow that tracking. And then so the notes for this. So now what I do is I can come in here to the notes. Now for the notes, I can just dictate these notes in here. Caught this fish. Oh, hold on. Let's get it right. Caught this fish on a rocky shoal marker with a shaky head, period. The fish were biting it slow. Well, nah, let me see. What did I say? What did I say, guys? Let's see. Caught this fish on a rocky shoal marker with a shaky head. I guess that's good enough. And then now I can come and take a picture of the lure. So I already have a picture of this lure in here. So let's just go in here and we'll pick that. So there we go. I got a picture of the lure right there. The water temp, we saw the water temps today had dropped. So we know the water temps are around 50 degrees. The weather today was overcast. So we're going to go with overcast on here. The water clarity was clear. The wind is 0 to 5 miles an hour. And then we're going to submit that catch right there. So now that catch is, what's today's date, guys? The 26th. So now let's just go and take a look. So there we go. So there's this catch for today. So there's your partner right there. That's me holding the fish up. You see that one? That is a good one. That's a good fish right there. And now it has all the details of it. It has my catch details. Now this information down here is private. Nobody else can see this information down here. So your notes and everything will remain private. So nobody can see that. The water clarity, the temp. And then this is the other thing. It shows you the mapping and shows you where you just caught that fish at. Now this is in the beta testing mode, the mapping part. Everything else is 100%, but we are doing the beta testing mode on the mapping, and we're going to get that 100% accurate. And the other thing, like I was explaining to, I believe it was Hippie Dave or somebody earlier, was asking about adding barometric pressure. Now, you guys are in on the ground floor of this. If you have feedback like that, like you want a barometric pressure setting in there, just let us know, and then that can be added in there. So it is going to be upgradable, customizable, but FishXLive.com is where you want to go, okay? All right, guys. Where are we at? We need 5 more likes. We just need 5 more likes, guys. 5 more likes. That's it. That's not much to ask for. While you guys are deciding if you want to try to win this money for that fish or not, let me go ahead and get my light set up. And I'm going to make a few more casts. We just need 6 more likes. 6 more likes. And then we're going to make it happen for today. Let's go ahead and let this water out of there. All right, guys, we only need 6 more likes. 6 more likes. If you guys don't want to win that cash, and remember, I told you, now I stayed out here, guys. I was supposed to be gone, but I was like, I want my peoples to win. I want my peoples to win. So Clint Perry says it's getting dark. It sure is. So what you guys see, it is showing some moonlight and everything. But see, I have my light back there on the boat already because it is dark out here right now, guys. But let's make another cast. I'm going to make another cast, but as soon as we hit, oh, wait a minute. There we go. We're at 200. Michael Dean said 200. Daniel said 200. Alexandra says, let's get the likes up to 200 so we can get this bass for cash. All right, so you guys saw it. Your partner MoneyBass was dedicated. I was like, we have some dedication going on because I want my people to be able to do this thing we call Bass for Cash. Now, today was kind of a slow day, guys. Generally, it's a little different, but this is one last cast, one more cast. So we're going to fish this back to the boat. Man, so just think about those two that I broke off, guys. And I can tell you that fish right there, it's a biggin. It's a biggin. Think about, Shoreman says, stank it up. Zach says, FishXLive, got it, thanks. All right, yeah, so everybody, listen, right now you can go and set up FishXLive. And if you have any questions or anything, great. Just, you can always put them in the chat, reach out to me. But right now, wait a minute, that cast didn't count, guys. I need to get lined up so we can do one more cast, and then we're going to weigh this fish. So now we have the 200 likes that we need. We have 200 likes in the chat, guys. But now we're just going to do one more cast. We're going to fish this back to the boat, and I'm going to read the chat. We have Burke says, I am your biggest fan, no joke. All right, Burke, are you subscribed to the channel? If you are subscribed to the channel, everybody in the chat, if you have subscribed to the channel, put subscribed in the chat. Put subscribed in the chat if you have already subscribed to the channel. Already Edit says, I can tell now it's about to be 3 folks disqualified in a few. Uh-oh, it's not going to be some DQs, is it? Man, I hope you guys have been paying attention to the rules of engagement. Now, the rules for Bass for Cash are in the description, and Alexandria has been putting it in there. You guys only get 1 guess per fish, and you have to wait until scales are open. Now, if you put the same guess in there more than once, that is still guess. You only put your 1 guess in there 1 time, and that is it, or she will DQ you. Now, if you put more than 1 guess in the chat, you will be DQ'd. Now, check this out. Membership has its privileges. If you are a member of the Money Team, a member of the channel, you get 2 guesses per fish. You have twice the chance to win. So big shout out to everybody who received those free gifted memberships today. You guys are now a part of the Money Team. You get 2 guesses per fish. It also means you get double the payout if you guess the exact weight of the fish. All right. Doug says, just 1 more cast. That's right. Just 1 more cast. All right. I appreciate everybody. I see all the subs in the chat. You guys are shouting out AC, Alexandria Corbett. She's in here doing her thing. Really appreciate that. All right, so this was the 1 more cast, guys, and we're getting it back to the boat. We're getting it back in. Now it's dark out here. I can't even see my line anymore or anything. Shout out to the chat. All right, so I need 1 more thing. There we go. So we're reeling it in. We're about to do this thing we call Bass for Cash. But the thing that I need to see in the chat now to make that happen, I need to see FishXLive.com in the chat. I need you guys to type FishXLive.com in the chat, guys. FishXLive.com in the chat. All right, and Alexandria, if you could, put SWAT lawn operations information in the chat also. All right, she says, please be mindful and put 1 guess as we have 139 viewers. Unless you are a Money Team member, Money Team, 1 guess. And so you put, if you are a Money Team member, you put your first guess, comma, and your second guess. All at 1 time. You don't put 2 separate guesses. You put them both together if you are a Money Team member. Everybody else, you put 1 guess in the chat, all right? All right, I see some FishXLives coming into the chat. So like I said, I need to see that FishXLive. And then let me get the scales ready. Just hold on, guys. Man, it is dark out here. All right, let's see. If I turn that way. Yeah, so looking around, it looks a lot lighter out here for you guys through the camera than it actually is out here. It's pretty dark out here now, guys. All right, let's see. Shout out to Clint Perry. He says, yeah, we're about to go into subscriber only mode, guys. All right, so SWAT Lawn Operations is based out of Conyers, Georgia, and services all surrounding metro Atlanta areas. For a free estimate for your residential or commercial properties, please call 404-423-5131. Shout out to SWAT Lawn Operations, guys. All right, let me see. Zach says it got dark fast. It sure did. It sure did. But you know, your partner, I stayed out here for you guys. I was like, we need to go ahead and get a fish to the boat so we can see who is going to win. All right. So I have shown you guys the fish. Let's go ahead and show it to you one more time. Now I can tell you it is a biggin. You saw me put it on that measuring board. Let's see if I can get it in the light for you guys. It's a biggin. Do you see the girth? Do you see the girth on her? She's a big old fatty. I'm holding her with two hands right there, guys. Do you see that? All right, let's go into subscriber only mode. And as soon as you see Alexandria say scales open. All right, we are in subscriber only mode. Alexandria, whenever you are ready. There we go, guys. Hopefully you guys got a good look at it before it started getting dark out here. But that is it. You can see that stomach. She has some girth on her. All right, you have to wait until scales are open. Your guesses, the only guesses that count are the ones that you put in between scales open and scales closed. Now, there are over 100 people in here. So if you put more than one guess in there and you are not a member of the money team, you will be disqualified. All right, let's see. Please keep chat to a minimum as we don't want to lose the weights. That's right. So once the scales are open, only put your guesses in there. You can stop commenting, guys. So between scales open and scales closed, only put your weights in there. All right, so as soon as you're ready, Alexandria. Okay, scales are officially open, guys. You have 2 minutes. You have 2 minutes to put your guesses in the chat. And while you're doing that, I'm going to make one more cast. Because as soon as those 2 minutes are up, we're going to weigh the fish immediately so that we do not lose any of the weights. Let's turn these screens down a little bit. All right, I see those guesses coming in. Remember, only put one guess in the chat unless you look at Bass Hunter. Bass Hunter hopped in here. Where did you come from, Bass Hunter? Where did you come from? You haven't been in here, and I haven't seen you in the chat. But as soon as that money come on the line, he was like, "Oh, I'm in here now." He was like, "I'm here to play." Let's see, what did Bass Hunter say? Bass Hunter, what was your weight? What was your guess? 415 and 4.25. Okay, all right. Bass Hunter says, "Oh, it's a biggin." He said, "It's a biggin." He said, "I saw that stomach. It definitely has some weight on it." All right, so as soon as scales are closed, uh-oh, Jessica got disqualified. What did you do, Jessica? Jessica, did you put more than... Oh, catcher says they're on the phone. Jessica, did you put more than one guess in the chat? I told you she is watching. Only one guess. All right, the chat has slowed down. All right, the scales are closed. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna get this one done kind of fast, guys. All right, so we're gonna hold this fish up. I'm gonna let you guys know what my guess is. Jessica, did you put more than one guess in the chat? Is that what happened? What did you do, Jessica? I told you Alexandra is the police. You got to spell police with a capital P-O. If you put more than one guess in there, I told you she would get you. All right, so here we go, guys. Goodness gracious, it is dark out here now. You guys can't even see the scale. All right, let's see, guys. We're gonna turn the scale on. Okay, so the scale is lighting up, so that's good. All right, you guys see it zeroed out. There's the fish down in here. All right, it's a big one. It's a good one. All right, so there it goes, guys. Now, my guess on this fish is gonna be a 4-1-2. Well, shoot. Man. Yeah, I'm gonna say a 4-1-2. All right, so you guys ready? We got it zeroed out. You guys can't see me, but I'm clamping the fish on here. And oh, Dustin got disqualified. People are catching DQs left and right. Here we go, guys. Oh, my goodness, a 4.05. If somebody guessed 4.05 just like that, you have won a nice payout. Oh, my goodness. 4.05. Do you see it? Can you see it? 4.05, guys. 4.05. And there's your money maker right there. There is the winner of today's contest. All right, we're gonna go ahead and let that fish go, guys. All right, 4.05. And just like that, it is gone. Do we have an official winner? Do we have an official winner? I know we have some official DQs. Look at that, 4.05. Oh my goodness, Alexandra hit us with the no official winners. What happened? You guys got me. Look how dark it is. You can't even see anything anymore. Now you guys can tell. But looking in the boat, so look at the boat, guys. Looking in the boat, you can tell that it is very dark out here. Now when you look around outside, you see how dark it is out here, guys? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, nobody won. Reed says, dude was 0.01 off. Give it to him. Wabes says, it's rigged. It's rigged. Oh, no. Oh, man. Hippie Dave says, what boat? Yoda said, Jessica wants that money. Oh, my goodness, guys. Double OG says, that was me. Man, nobody got it. All right, guys. Well, look, we can't even see anything out here anymore. So, look, we're going to go ahead and close out for the day. I got to head on back. All right, guys, I stayed out here for you. You got to give some props to your partner, MoneyBass. I stayed out here for you. I gave you guys a chance to walk away with the cash, and nobody wanted it. Nobody wanted that money. All right, big shout out to everybody that contributed and helped out the channel today. The sponsor of the live stream was Justin White with all of those gifted memberships. So a big welcome to all of the new members of the channel. We are definitely growing, guys. We are well over 14,000 strong, headed to 15,000, having a great time out here on the lake. All right, guys, I'm heading in. I'll see you guys. Mike Dean says, you the best. I'll see you guys. Oh, and Steve Wimpy says, man, it's sad when you can't even give away money. We can't even give away this money. All right, everybody. I really appreciate you. But Jessica is a little, no, she isn't. Jessica isn't salty. Nobody won anyway. Jessica, you'll get another chance. Just make sure you come back the next time, Jessica. If you have already subscribed. Oh, wait a minute. What happened? Jessica was timed out. What happened to Jessica? What was Jessica doing? They said Jessica want that money. Oh, man. All right, guys. I'm about to head out so I can get out of this cold. But I really appreciate everybody supporting the channel. We'll be back out here again to have some more fun, catch some more fish, and maybe, just maybe, somebody will get that money. Make sure you guys go to FishXLive.com and set up your free subscription. All right. All right. Appreciate it, everybody. I'll see you guys on the next go round.